a bunch of nonsense. Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Week in Geek with Brian and Kadri. There's a special guest with us. How are you pronouncing this?
Papaguchis.
Papaguchis. Okay, I just want to make sure that was the right way before I just said it and killed it. That's the name we're going to be going by tonight. He's a special guest on with us, big Star Wars Black Series fan. So we, as you can see from our headline, we are going to be discussing Star Wars today, as we are not just a Marvel Legends crew. And we are on borrowed time for Papaguchis. So I'm going to keep chopping that all day. So we are on borrowed time. So we're going to be kind of jumping into it real quick tonight. There's a lot of stuff going on as the, what's it called? Spirit, I don't know, the Nuremberg, Germany Toy Fair show was started today, and we already did see some new stuff from that. But because we're on borrowed time today with our special guest, we're going to push that stuff off until after we're done talking about Star Wars. Star Wars, as many call it, and where the franchise is, what we're hoping to expect from Kathleen Kennedy stepping down, and where we're hoping to see it go from there, where it's been, where it's going, and most importantly to toy collectors like ourselves, where we've been with the toy line, where it's at, where it's going, and where we hope to see it go to.
Yes.
So first off, my name is Brian Siegel of Make Mine Marvel Legends. Joining me as always is my co-host Kadri. You can find him. You see his Instagram handle at the bottom below his hello, my name is whatever he's trying to say.
Hello, my name is fuck you. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Bonus points for anybody who can reference that movie.
Big bonus points, because if you're nerds like us, you should know, because I didn't remember, even though, it's one of my favorite franchises from the certain universe. But anyway, so going on, so we've asked Papaguchis to come on today and help us discuss Star Wars and where it's at, where it's going, where it's going to be. And as we talked about for a little bit last episode, just about, Kathleen Kennedy is stepping down. And a lot of people seem to be excited that I keep thinking Jon Favreau. Help me out, guys.
Dave Filoni.
Dave Filoni is taking over, and he's one of the two. Who's the other one? It's Dave Filoni.
I don't know. Some random broad nobody fucking knows or cares about.
That's not true. But she's going to be, from what I understand, she's going to be handling the financial side of things, more or less.
Oh, thank God.
While Filoni is, I tried to do some research on it today, and I'm just terrible with names. But, so she's going to be doing more of the financial side of it, while Filoni is more of the creative person. Is anybody object to what I'm saying here from what I've heard from all the different big outlets? But so he's going to be pretty much heading up more of the creative side of things, while she worries about the financial aspects of things, which can go either way, really. But I personally am very excited about it. I think Dave Filoni has contributed a lot of great stuff to the Disneyverse, as I call it. And starting with, the Clone Wars cartoon, where he was a big help with that. And then moving on, obviously, with, creating a character like Ahsoka and making the Ahsoka and Rebels, and obviously the Mandalorian. So, guys, what are your thoughts? Papaguchis, I keep saying Papaguchis, what are your feelings on the current state of Star Wars and where it's going and where it's heading under Dave Filoni?
Under Dave Filoni.
Well, as it starts with Dave Filoni now, how do you think things are currently, and where do you see them going in the future with him at the helm?
I feel like it's a little bit more positive these days, because obviously, as we know, what's been happening in the past. I mean, I haven't even watched some of the latest series like Andor, even though I've heard it's pretty decent. But just because she had a hand in it, I really wasn't that interested in the situation. So as far as I see it going in a very positive direction, especially with the new Mandalorian movie coming.
Whoa, what did I do here? I tried to. Did I mute you by accident? You're still there, right?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, I tried to click a button to bring it up higher. I'm like I said, I'm still learning this, so sorry about that. Keep going. I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought I hit your mic off for a sec.
No, I mean, just like everybody else, I'm glad that Kathleen Kennedy is gone. I know that wasn't a question you asked, but you know.
Well,
pretty
no, I
much
mean
depending
it's
on
just
that.
it's basically just your thoughts on the whole situation and where you think it's been and how it's been good or bad. I mean, it's just a basic general talk and feeling about where we're at with it and where you see it going.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty mid as of late. You know, there were some good things under her branch, but I think once Dave Filoni, when you just said he's taken over completely creatively, that's a positive direction because I have a lot of confidence in the guy, especially with his track record.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Is there anything that you know of that's coming up that you're most excited about? Obviously, we have the movie, which we all know about. What are you kind of hoping to see going down the road? And be honest, like if you're not all about, the all female Jedis or anything like that, that everybody seems, as we call them, the neckbeards like to complain about, just fans in general. What would you like to see them highlight more going down the road?
Uh, well, obviously, like you said, with the movie is the most exciting. That new Darth Maul television show seems pretty good.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
excited for that.
yeah, and maybe this is not a popular opinion, even though it wasn't my favorite either. But I'm kind of hoping they kind of fix what they did with the Book of Boba Fett. That's when I'm interested in seeing if they ever do anything with that, even though it's probably never going to happen. And then Ahsoka season 2, I'm hearing, so that's exciting. I just rewatched season 1.
Yeah, I mean, I was a big fan of Ahsoka. There was definitely a lot of twists and turns in it. I think a big part of it was the villains that they brought in. I really just I like the two Sith that they brought in. For some reason, when I go live, like my memory seems to go to shit. So I apologize if you need to fill in names for me. Feel free, but personally, I thought the villains in it. I have to admit, I'm not a huge fan of the whole Night Sisters thing and the whole witches aspect of it all. It's
I
probably
agree with that.
it's probably my least favorite thing of all of it. I get where they're going with it, but it's really just not my favorite. But I did like what's the actor's name who passed away that was the main Sith type character?
Oh, I
That he was
can't
more,
remember his name.
he was
Balin.
more
Ray
like
Stevenson. Ray
Yeah, that's
Stevenson.
it.
yeah, Ray
That's it.
Stevenson, Balin
Balin
Skull.
Skull. Yeah.
Yeah, so like he was a great character all around. I like the fact that they gave him more of a traditional like long sword in his long saber. Like it was kind of a fun nod to like the Knights of the Old Realm and all that. So I thought that was a lot of fun. I like how they tied it in with Rebels. There was just a lot of fun to it and a lot of fan service that I enjoyed about it. But like the same with Boba Fett. Like I think we all were kind of blindsided by Boba Fett, and I understood a lot of the things with like the hot rods and stuff that they tried to bring into it. But one of the things I always personally liked about Star Wars is that everything always seemed very used and beat up, and like it had seen some things in its time. Like the Millennium Falcon looked like it had been through some things. And that was what was fun about the prequels. We kind of saw it all before it all went to shit. And so things looked shiny and nice. And here we are, back into the OG universe. And now, you're bringing in like hot rod style, speeders and stuff for these kids to ride around in. I mean, I got the premise of it and the nod to George Lucas. I just, for me, it was a little too much. And I didn't really like, I kind of liked how they showed how he got out and how he got taken in by the Tusken Raiders, but I felt like it went a little too long, and it just stopped being interesting after like 2 episodes because it seemed like it just dragged on for half the series. But I mean, there was parts of it I loved. I loved seeing Danny Trejo as a Rancor, keeper, and I liked how they brought in the Rancor and stuff, but there was definitely a lot less in it that I enjoyed than I did with Ahsoka. You had said that you didn't watch, you hadn't watched
Andor.
And
Did you watch the first season, or you kind of gave up after the first season, or you just didn't watch?
I never even got to it. That was the thing. Just the other day I finally watched the first episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like I felt both seasons were a little slow to start, but once they got going, like some of the best, as an adult, I would say, some of the best Star Wars out there.
well, it's a political drama.
I mean,
So,
and it really is, but it really ties everything in all together. And unfortunately, it speaks very,
especially season 2.
yes, but it also speaks very heavy into what we're even going through now in our own country. And I'm not picking sides here. I'm just saying there's a lot of that back and forth. People love it. People hate it. You know, some people are for it. Some people are against it. Just very dividing. And I mean, honestly, like it's nothing for kids for sure. It'd be way too boring for kids. And I know because my nephew really got into Star Wars a lot, and I told them don't show him Andor. He's not going to find it interesting. And then he watched Andor and he kind of fell out of Star Wars. So, you know, it kind of both ways. But I also told him to watch what's the Goonies one? I always
Skeleton Crew.
I keep my brain goes to mush when I get live.
Jesus Christ, you need a ginseng, man, ginseng.
Seriously. But literally, like I told him to watch that, and he started to watch it, and he got kind of into it. But then he was like, "There's not enough lightsabers." And I'm like, "Oh, you gotta wait. You'll see a light. It's like one of the best lightsaber scenes ever." But you know, he's a kid, didn't keep his interest. So, you know, again, there's a part of me with all this Star Wars interest and all the stuff. You know, I lived through that era of nothing between Jedi and the Phantom Menace. And I can still remember the excitement by everybody for the Phantom Menace and all the merchandising and all the stuff coming and the toys coming back and, you know, new lines and everything else. And then also being disappointed that the new figures for episode 1 were a little bit smaller than what we were getting. And I was kind of excited about it because they were a little toned down, but also I was like, well, these don't really scale correctly. But I don't know, all the excitement of all that. And then seeing the movie and being like, well, what the hell was that? And, you know, it's like you prep yourself so much for something. You get so excited for it. And then it just kind of is like, no matter how good or bad it is, you're just going to be kind of like, ugh. Does any of that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of where I got with Disney too. And like Disney took over, I'm like, finally, we're going to go back into the Star Wars universe and they're just going to throw money at it. And they're going to have to because, you know, they spent the money on it. And I still feel like they're in that spot, but I feel like they tried to force out so much quick, no pun intended there, force out so much quick that they literally just lost touch of what they were trying to do and started just throwing too many things at the wall. And it got too, you know, clustered. And now we're kind of in the state we're in with Star Wars. So, Kadri, you've been kind of quiet playing with your figure. So what are your thoughts?
Well, before I jumped on, that's why I was a little late. I was trying to put some accessories on my figure Obi-Wan Darth Vader, which it was a pain in the ass, but I finally got it on. But as I told you last week, my opinion on it is ding dong, the bitch is gone. I'm happy she's gone. She fucked up Star Wars. She fucked up Indiana Jones. Like my homeboy Papaguchis said, she made some great contributions, but I think the bad outweighs the good. Her track record is shit. And I think people were just sick and tired of her bullshit. And people are happy. You know,
right.
It's not just the neckbeards.
No, I mean, listen, I've been a neckbeard enough times where I'm making fun of myself. But, I mean, let's put it all into perspective, okay? Between the two of you, I'll give you a few minutes to think about it. But top 3 Star Wars movies out of all 9, top 3, and then worst 3. When you're ready, you let me know at any given time.
Mine's going to be a little bit of a hot take, but I'm going to say my top 3 are Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, and Empire.
Okay, that's a fair one.
Worst 3, I will have to say, is the sequel trilogy.
All three of them?
All three.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just so you know, like Rogue One is like number 4 for me.
Okay,
But
well, I didn't really.
but-
I said the main three because I didn't really include Rogue One or Solo, because I just wanted to make it about like the three different trilogies.
But we have to talk about them only because Rogue One is such a phenomenally written, beautifully directed. Everything about Rogue One is like.
Fine. Let's go back. All right. You go back and now you go, okay, out of all 11 movies, okay, and no, we're not going to include the special movies on TV or special edition, whatever.
Yeah,
just say
we're done.
the 11 movies, your top 3 and your top 3 worst. So what would you be then? Is Rogue One number 4, so it still doesn't make a difference?
It still doesn't make a difference, only because the only reason why I didn't put Rogue One on the as like in my top 3 is just I just love those other 3 more.
Okay, that's fair enough.
So that's the thing. It's just at the edge, and honestly, Solo. My thing with Solo is it's a good movie. Sure, it was a movie nobody asked for, but because of Last Jedi leaving a bad taste in everybody's mouth, people literally just did not give a shit about Solo.
Well,
and nobody really gave.
Go ahead.
Well, and nobody really gave it a chance till after it started streaming, and then people were like, "Oh wow, this was a lot better than I thought. I wish I saw this in the theater."
Yeah, I mean, literally, like, my thing with Solo was I was against it from the start because I didn't like Alden, whatever his name is, whatever the hell his name is, not going to work here anymore. I didn't particularly care for him.
You talk about the guy who played Solo.
I didn't think he really portrayed a good young Han Solo, in my opinion. When I first saw everything on him, after seeing him in the movie, I thought he was fine. It's hard because it's kind of like trying to make his face on a figure. Harrison Ford is really hard to duplicate. I mean, the man
he is
screen charisma and pulls off whatever role he plays, even if he's saying "Give me back my family" 500 times. He's still in 500 different movies. He still is just got a huge screen presence and a lot of charisma.
He does.
So, I mean, for me, it's like it was very hard for me to swallow somebody else being Han Solo.
Well, if you really look at it, it's kind of like a Brandon Routh situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's pretty much Brandon Routh was pretty much trying to cosplay Christopher Reeve. You can never duplicate Christopher Reeve. Same with
the director.
This other guy. Same with this guy. I forgot his name too. So,
Alden Ehrenreich, or I don't. He's a good actor.
Well,
don't get me wrong. I don't want.
He's a good actor, but the problem is, it's like you're never gonna be able to duplicate Harrison Ford. Like you can't. It's like they would literally have to, like, if Harrison Ford had a son, probably he couldn't even live up to his acting like chops. Like that's but that's the point. The guy made a decent Solo, don't get me wrong, but again, he was cosplaying Solo. Let's just be real.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, once I found out that Ron Howard took it over, I suddenly got really interested because I love Ron Howard as a director. I really do. Like, people can say whatever they want. I think he's a great director. And I got excited. And then, even when I watched the movie, I'm like, this really is actually pretty good. Like, I really had fun watching that movie. But
the main reason,
I mean, I feel like what you said, because of The Last Jedi, it got kind of screwed by the bad taste of The Last Jedi. And people said, you know what, I'll wait for streaming, or I'll wait for it to come out,
Well, that's the thing. And it's like, not even Ron Howard's, not necessarily star power, but I guess not even his name and reputation brought people to that theater. That's how bad The Last Jedi left a bad taste in people's mouths. They're like, oh, Ron Howard's directing it? Fuck it. No, nobody said that. Basically, everybody's like, don't care. Like, you guys fucked us on Last Jedi. So it's like, I'm not going to let you fuck us again. So it's like, again, so it's like, you look at it, and then when you watch it, it's like, yeah, it's a good movie. Everybody's got to have that great movie. I wish I could have seen it in the theater. I'm like, yeah. But anyway, sorry, I gave you my worst three, right?
Yeah.
The sequel trilogy is just like Force Awakens was great, but even it had its problems. Like, they made fucking Rey. I'm like, bitch, how you go 0 to Jedi in like half an hour?
Well, again, I've had that argument with you though, and I strongly feel like they did the same thing with Luke. So it's kind of
they did not do the same thing with Luke. They gave him some abilities, hence why the whole Empire.
He shot a womp rat apparently, and that was enough to make that shot that no other really well trained fighter pilot could make. But he closed his eyes and he used the Force, and now he was a Force wielder after watching another guy get sliced down.
Yeah, but dude, that's the end of the fucking movie, dude. Like, come on. Like, are you kidding me? Like, this bitch was literally pushing fucking Emo Ren back half hour past the time she got fucking caught. I'm like, what the fuck? Come on. Don't play me.
Well, she was also looking at the stormtroopers to leave their, to know how to tell them to leave their weapons and how to use that. So
again, that was literally after she pushed back Emo Ren. And then what did that fucking emo asshole do?
Remember, even he is not fully trained.
Yeah, but again, like, if you read the comic books, he's more trained than he is by the time the movie starts. So, like, again, he's more seasoned than she is. We could say that. So again, like Luke, he didn't really start doing Jedi stuff till literally the very end of the film, and even then, it was minuscule compared to how he was by the time you hit Return of the Jedi. Like, Empire Strikes Back.
By the time he hit puberty.
Well, hold on. Empire Strikes Back. He got a little better, but he still got his ass handed to him by Vader. If Rey was in that movie, they'd probably make it so she could kick his ass. And then everybody's going to be like, what the fuck happened here? It's that whole stupid Mary Sue trope or whatever the fuck they call it. So that's my whole thing. Like, you're never going to convince me that you're going to, with that comparison between Luke and her, be how he quickly learned the ways of the Force. And he also, mind you, he had some training with fucking Obi-Wan on the way to Alderaan. So again,
but she did have some training with Luke
in the second fucking film. So it's like, dude, you're digging a hole. You're not winning this argument. I'm like, we're literally 12th round, and I'm like,
all right.
So again, but that's the point. The point is, it's like, I'm not like. It's just, I hated that. It's like, again, like I told you, another example, fucking Mulan. That bitch went 0 to Goku within an hour of the movie. And I'm like, no formal training.
Well, I mean, when you're that special with the Force, I don't know. I understand the arguments. I mean, listen, I still like 2 of the 3 new trilogy movies. They're not my favorites, but what about you, Papaguchis? What is do you have any thoughts on your top 3 and your bottom 3?
I'll give you my top and bottom, but as far as like thoughts, like he's pretty much said everything, because honestly, my bottom 3 are the sequel trilogy.
Okay.
Absolutely. And The Last Jedi is very much at the top. I remember leaving that theater like, what did I just watch? What was that?
You don't like your Leias to have Mary Poppin abilities through space?
s- no, I don't.
Listen, here's the thing. In the extended books or the extended universe, whatever the hell they call it, like Luke and Leia both had like godlike powers in the books. So it's like, again, like I get that part of her. And mind you, when I first watched the Last Jedi, I liked it initially, but after repeated watches of it, I came to hate it.
I
So
was I was pretty much. It's funny because the things I liked about it were all the things people bitched about initially, and then the things that bothered me, it seemed like people liked. So I was just kind of like, I must have been watching a different movie. But everybody pretty much agreed that like the Mary Poppins thing, and I don't know, like I love the fight scene in the throne room of the ship. Like I thought that was a ton
that
of
part
fun.
was good.
Yep.
That part was good.
Agree with that.
I really didn't like the ending. I didn't like how they made Luke, kind of like a, what was it, the force projection or whatever, like
Yeah, that
just
should have really been him.
go up in the fucking X-wing and make it epic the way he did in like fucking, the Mandalorian. It was such an epic moment to have him like show up and whatnot. But I don't know. I think we're all in agreement that that's like the worst of all the movies. It seems like
And Canto Bright should have
I thought
not been in it.
I thought Canto Bright was kind of fun and an interesting idea, because I feel like if you had a vast galaxy that we were all able to travel around in, I feel like there absolutely would be a planet that was completely like casino type gambling. And it wouldn't surprise me to find out a lot of the stuff that was on there. Was it overdone? Yes. Did it not make a whole lot of sense of why they even had to go there in the middle of all this? Yes. But again, that was all the different plot holes that just added up to being like, whatever. I mean, and again, I love the way that movie started. Even I really enjoyed like the whole opening scene with them going against the Juggernaut and all that. And I thought that part was a lot of fun, to be honest. The whole bombing sequence was a little hokey, and again, I don't know how shields work in space, but bay doors open and bay doors open in space where somebody's not getting sucked out or frozen or have their head implode is beyond me. But again, it's a movie, so I don't know how the shields work. So, but yeah, I mean, altogether. So you told us your worst. So what are your top three?
Rogue One, Revenge of the Sith, and Return of the Jedi.
Okay, very solid. You're probably one of the first people that hasn't told me Empire. But I'm more curious, as I can agree Rogue One is a great movie. So my question would be, why would you hesitate to watch Andor?
You know what? It was just at the time when it came out, like Star Wars had kind of died out for me at that
Okay.
point.
Fair enough.
It's just within the last few months, I was like, my love for the franchise has very much been revitalized, as Kadri knows in our many conversations of like all the stuff I've been buying for the last couple of months. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm ready to go back. I did a full Mandalorian rewatch along with the Book of Boba Fett. And then I did a full Ahsoka rewatch, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I could go rewatch the first season of the Bad Batch because I never got to the second season. But you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and just do Andor first, as I've been hearing it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, both of those, both Bad Batch and Andor, I think, are two of the better series of all the ones that have come out on Disney Plus. But
just be warned that that Andor is a slow burn, and it's a political drama. It has a little bit of spy thriller in it, but not as much as it is a political drama. Like for me, I've always liked political dramas in like Star Wars. It fits perfectly, in my opinion. Now, films like, let's say, Shin Godzilla, where you're just expecting monsters to fucking bash buildings or bash each other, the essentially 1 hour of political drama in it was like really bad.
Are you watching again from the side?
Well, all of a sudden it just focused on me.
Yeah, because you were talking. I'm trying to play with the controls so I can get, it's hard because we don't have a video of, so
Don't do that shit. You're confusing the fuck out of me. That's why I was looking on the other side.
Let me control what happens, my friend.
Oh, God. You're one of those.
I can change it back to me and just be me, but, whatever. Or I can make it all three of us. It doesn't matter. The point being, all right, so to make it quick so we can move on to the toy aspect, because like I know that Papaguchis has to leave us relatively soon. So for me, undoubtedly it is Empire Strikes Back, Revenge of the Sith, and Return of the Jedi. Rogue One would be like right behind Return of the Jedi. Mine are more based off of how they impacted me when I saw them. So, I mean, for me, Star Wars obviously was the gateway to bring me in. But once I saw Empire and Jedi, I was like, these are the best movies of all time. I don't care what anybody wants to say about Jedi. Trust me, I know all its flaws and I know all its greatness. And to me, there's nothing more fun than the whole Jabba that whole thing. And then, I don't know. I love all of it and I'm all for it. And it's made me the fan I am of those movies and pretty much what got me into being a toy collector in the first place. I don't. All right. So
the funny thing about that is Return of the Jedi, I actually watched first when I was a kid. I didn't watch Star Wars and Empire till later on.
Okay. That is interesting. For me, Star Wars was one of the first VHS tapes we ever borrowed from the library, and that's how I initially saw it. Empire Strikes Back, I saw in the theaters after seeing Star Wars on VHS, and then same with Jedi. That's how old I am.
So. Damn, you are old, motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm almost as old as the movies. So, but no, I mean, whatever brings you to the fandom brings you to the fandom. I mean, listen, all the things we griped about with the prequels, we have a whole new group of fans out there that love it for those movies and would tell you that Empire is not one of the greatest Star Wars movies. So again, everyone's going to have their opinion, and it's also going to be how it hit you. So, I mean, whatever brings you, it's to have you.
It's in my top 3, but I don't consider like. I'll say that Empire Strikes Back is the greatest sequel of all time, next to T2. But, like, would I call it the greatest Star Wars movie of all time? Probably not.
That's fair. I'm just saying, it's like, I don't know.
It's debatable.
When people tell me that Attack of the Clones is better than Empire Strikes Back, I just kind of sit there.
No. Okay. I love Attack of the Clones. Don't get me wrong. But
like they say these days, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. Whatever brings you in and makes you love it is you love it however you love it. For me, the walkers and wampas and tauntauns and snow speeders and Boba Fett's and Landos and freezing chambers, all of it. I'm here for all of it. Little green men teaching people, riding around on people's backs. I'm here for all of it. So anyway, so let's go into the toy line. Kadri, this was your idea, so I'm going to let you walk us through the whole where we're at with Star Wars toys, where we've been, where we're headed, and what we like best and what we most want to see.
So I thought I would start with a impromptu review / comparison. So what we have here, can you guys see it?
Just lift it up a little. Yeah, there you go. Just a little bit. No, forward towards the camera. It had to be a little higher because your name was in front of it. So is this the battle damage one?
This is the Duels End. Yeah, this is the Duels End Darth Vader from Obi-Wan.
Okay. So
this is the Black Series version. Yes. So the thing about this one, I'm pretty sure. I think it uses the same body mold as I want to say the Empire Strikes Back one. I could be wrong, but the thing with this guy is it has the swivel here, no bicep swivel. It has single jointed elbows. The head is you really can't it goes left and right. Can't do much up and down because kind of the cape kind of gets in the way a little bit. And I'm guessing it doesn't have much like ab articulation because for obvious reasons, right? He's super mechanical.
Yeah.
One of the things about it that it still has the thigh swivel, again, because this is like an older mold. And again, this also has single jointed knees, no swivel there. And as you can see, it has the ankle pivot. So again, while limited in articulation, compared to like the newer stuff, it's a lot better. And again, no wire in the cape itself, but it has cloth goods. And the thing I will give them credit for compared to Marvel Legends is this figure, these Star Wars figures have always added, like certain ones have always added cloth goods. Like if you go back to Mando, right? The Glavis Ringworld Mando is probably the best Mando Black Series has ever made because they gave it a cloth cape and everything, but then they took it like 10 steps backwards with the Mines of Mandalore, which is like, why, if he gave us cloth goods on the last release, why not give us cloth goods on this one? Which to me is like a freaking mystery. Now, to make a comparison, I'm going to go import for a minute. So what we have here.
Hold on, your mic. You're muting your mic. Whatever you're doing, you're muting. You're like muffling your mic.
How about now?
You're fine now. Maybe you were just putting the figure close or something. I don't know.
Oh, anyway, so this one I have here is the SH Figure Arts Obi-Wan Darth Vader, also from Duel's End. Mind you, this head is an accessory it comes with. So it comes with a normal head and it comes with the battle damaged head. So you could do both. So the articulation on this one is much better because it has double joints. It has a bicep swivel. The hands are on a hinge. So, and it also comes with a bunch of accessories too. He could do it. Has the force choke hands. It has the hands where he's kind of having, where he could like use the force push and stuff like that. And for this, it has a little bit more of the, it has the ball peg waist, so it has a little bit more ab crunch and a lot more back compared to the Black Series. But again, this is like $100 figure, so you kind of expect these kind of little nuances with it. It also has like a thigh, not exactly a thigh swivel, but it has like a swivel at the hip. Also double jointed legs. And also it has a hinge. It goes like up and down, and then you could also do ankle pivot. Mine are a little stiff, so, but it does do it. But the nicest part about this, it not only has cloth goods, but it's wired, as you could see.
Yeah, I can see by the way you're holding.
Yeah, so you could like for me, and if you look, both are like literally close in height to each other too, because Black Series is kind of like 6-inch scale too, but kind of closer to a figure art in a sense. So both of these figures, like, it's night and day when you look at them. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love Vader. Vader's one of my favorite characters from the franchise. So the thing is, I'll buy every version of Vader, whether it's Black Series or figure arts. So at the end of the day, it's just. But the thing is, I'm not exactly expecting SH figure arts quality, but again, there's always an agenda to the things I do, the things I say on this show. And my agenda here is, when we first started with Black Series, you got a lot of accessories, you got a lot of great articulation. As the years went on, and you're gonna, and you've said this a lot, you've gotten less accessories, now you're getting less articulation. It's like, where's the value?
You've traded.
Where's the value on?
I kind of look back at it today. Even I've kind of been looking back at it, and it's like you get better face sculpts. So you're getting much better face sculpts, but you're getting less accessories, but you're still paying more money. So it's like, it's hard to say because I remember when they first came out, the Darth Maul looked great. He came with all the extra accessories. He came with the hooded part, the breakaway saber, all that. Now you get the saber. That's it. And to me, the face isn't that much better. But when you look at someone like Luke or Han, it's 100% better. Like the face. But now you're missing out on a set of hands and like a stormtrooper belt and things like that. So, but I mean, again, it's less accessories, more money. I mean, and a lot of it's more of the same. You're getting more of the same Luke or more of the same Vader or more, a lot of rehashing. I'm all about them, re-releasing hard to find figures like they've been doing. I'm fine with that. I know a lot of people get mad at that. To me, it's a very simple put them in a different package. See, to me, it's just put them in a different packaging. So at least if you have it in package, it's still worth something the way they used to do it. But at the same time, what?
No, I'm not mad at it. It's just, again, if it gives people a chance to get the figures they missed out on, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
It's just when you raise the price, that's my problem. Figure that used to cost $20, now I'm paying $30 for it because you're re-releasing it. Mm-hmm. Or another figure or a deluxe figure that used to cost $30 is now costing almost $50. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's because they're charging more money for everything, especially for a mold that's already been done, which is aggravating. But I don't know the whole situation. It's like it's still. Listen, if I can buy Anakin for 27 rather than 60, I'm still happy to only pay the 27. Again,
and how long before it becomes $60? That's the point.
No,
how long?
That part I get.
So again, it's like, where does it end? It's like, oh, these idiots are going to pay no matter what we do. Like the GameStop exclusive Duel of the Fates 3-pack. It was if I remember correctly, it was $100, right?
Yeah, but you got technically 4 figures if you go by Hasbro standard of what they've released as figures. You're talking about the one
it's a 3
with the platform.
It's a 3-pack. No. Duel of the Fates 3-pack with Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan.
I'm thinking of the lava pit one. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the
No, that's the Mustafar battle. That's from Revenge of the Sith.
My brain went south. I thought you were talking about something else.
No. So again, I kind of equate that one to the Force Awakens one where you had Starkiller, a bunch of effects, a whole bunch of other accessories, and 2 stormtroopers. Which, you know what? I just remembered something. I think those and me and Danny were talking about this. I told him I didn't have any of the newer body type stormtroopers. I technically do with the Force Awakens 3-pack.
Yep.
It's not Force Awakens, it's Force Unleashed, isn't it?
Force Unleashed, sorry. Force Unleashed, sorry.
Make sure we're talking about the same thing. As soon as I heard Starkiller, I'm like, wait, you talking about Starkiller base or you?
No. Sorry, I meant Force Unleashed. So
trust me, I get it. Yeah. It's not common that I figure it out.
So that's the thing. So look, again, those are kind of like, those have enough stuff to where you're like, okay, I kind of see. Even though the Mustafar set, $110 was still a little expensive for me. I kind of felt like it was more like $90 in a sense. But again, the thing is, that 3-pack right there, I remember a 3-pack like that for Star Wars back in the day used to cost us like $60-$70. Now they're going for $100 retail, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, for sure. And then even with that one, the Force Unleashed one, it came down to like $60 when it was on sale.
Eventually, I'm like, yeah, I picked it up because I'm like, you know what? I have the retail one, but I'm like, yo, for those effects, I'm like, at this point, screw it. So, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, It's like everything. It's like costs are going up and the value's going down.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
you're not wrong, and I understand all your comments about articulation and everything. I mean, let's let Dan talk a little bit about his feelings on stuff um, like what's something that you've gotten recently that you're excited about from the Black Series line, and and the next question would be, where is something you think that they're extremely lacking in the Black Series line?
That I got recently in the Black Series line. Oh,
Because
the Sergeant Creel I got the other day. I love that figure. That
okay,
was one of the best. Um, so let's see. So as far as like, there's just not enough accessories. Like I swear I was like trying to like remove one of these hands from one of these Black Series figures the other day, and I did the whole hot water thing, and I'm like, dude, I can't even pop this thing out. Like, what is this thing made out of? I got to that point where I'm like, dude, I'm gonna break something. I'm just gonna leave it alone. So I just wish they kind of made it easier for you to like give you more accessories, so you can do all that. But for some
sure.
reason, just
And they
what was
did
that?
it the first couple waves, and I don't know why they stopped. Like
Hmm.
that was kind of the whole thing of Hasbro during that time was, we're not going to give you finger articulation like Marvel Toy Biz did. We're going to start giving all your figures extra hands. So you can have a fisted hand, you can have a C grip hand, you can have, a stretching out, force hand, whatever. And
Right.
now it's just, here you go. Here's your figure. There you
Right.
go. Give
yeah,
it done. There you go.
And can I
yeah,
quickly
like
say something?
Yeah, of course.
Um,
this.
I know we were talking about Black Series,
Mhm.
but I just want to quickly mention the Mofex 2.0 Mandalorian. Oh my God. And Kadri knows what a pain in the ass it was to get the stupid rifle on it, because like you pay so much a premium price for this figure, and I ended up having to grab a little twisty tie just to get the rifle to stay in place. And I'm like, dude, and I grabbed the Glavis Ringworld figure, even though the rifle has a little tab, bam, you put it on the back and it's done and over with. So I'm like, dude, what the fuck? How is it that this figure that I only paid $25 for is less of a pain in the butt than this figure that's like I pay $80 for?
Yeah, I mean, Kadri and I have had this conversation several times, and honestly, that whole thing you just said, I've heard everybody talk about with that figure.
Yeah, it's
And,
the only
and I,
thing that would make the Glavis Ring World just better is if it just had a wire cape. Don't get me wrong, the cloth goods, like I'm not complaining, but that would just make it that much better.
no, I agree. I don't know why any cape wouldn't come with the. I mean, it's just it should. How much more does it really cost them? I can't imagine it's that much to
Hmm.
add a
No,
wire to one of the capes, and it makes the figures so much more dynamic.
Yes.
I mean,
well, here's
so
the
much
a lot of the problem. A lot
dynamic.
of the problem is, and someone explained this to me, and I get that part of it. The problem is, a lot of the problem is the Disney tax.
The
That's the
Disney.
biggest problem with Marvel and Star Wars, the Disney tax. It's like you have to pay they have to pay a certain amount for the licensing, and that goes into the budget, and then it's like your
Yeah,
budget is kind of fucked.
cost on to us pretty good, because
Huh?
one of my big complaints has always been, I mean, just go back and look at any line from like the 90s, or even back in the 80s up until about early, like probably like late 2000s. When you bought a figure, if it was a Gamorrean guard size, it was the regular price. If it was a Jawa, it was the regular price of the action figure. Like, it was the same price as Luke. Now it's a Jawa is the same price as a Luke, but a Gamorrean guard is $10 more.
Yeah.
Like, I was okay with paying a regular price for a Jawa as the same price as Luke, because I knew my Gamorrean guard, my Jar Jar Binks, my any figure that was a little bit larger. Like, if they come out with an Armana Man, he's going to probably be $55.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even if they come out with the Rancor Keeper, they'll probably make him $45. Like, who's going to pay that?
And
Probably
again,
me.
the value there's gonna be no value in it, because again, it's gonna have less articulation. It's gonna have less accessories. It's like, and then you could sit here and tell me all day, oh, the Disney tax, the Disney tax. I'm like, okay, the Disney tax. But again, when y'all was paying the Disney tax before, y'all still had a lot of accessories. Well, we didn't have inkjet 3D printing back then. I'm like, okay, and isn't it supposed to make figure making more efficient?
There's, you know me, there's a big part of me that just feels like they just looked at like the whole foreign market and said, well, if they're paying this much for this, they'll pay us this much for this. And
yeah, because you know why? Because Hasbro cock blocks all the import makers from bringing it here. Like if you look at it, we haven't seen a single SH figure art here in America that you didn't have to fucking import. Look at somehow Mafex got it, but then you go into Big Bad Toy Store and the price of a Mafex fucking Star Wars figure is almost double what it would cost for you to freaking buy it from Japan and ship it here.
Yep. But again,
even with tariffs,
to me, it's just sickening. I mean, it's like they just go, well, we know they're going to pay the money for it, so we, whatever. I don't know. It's just my personal opinion on it. I mean, like I told, was it last week or something like that? It was, I think it was last week, but I was saying, like, I've only bought like 2 Black Series figures at regular price in the last maybe year. Everything else I've either bought from, like literally I've bought from Ross, or I bought from like that toy shop, Crush Collectibles. I mean, he doesn't like, one of my things. Are you from around the same kind of area, Dan?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Crush. Never been very familiar with it.
I would highly suggest as a Star Wars collector, if you're good with buying like loose complete figures and stuff, he's the one. And he doesn't really like me to talk about pricing with it, but let's just say this was less than half of what it would have been, and it's brand new. I mean, it was on someone's shelf, brand new. It's not like it was in some kid's hands.
No, I get you. Yeah.
So, and Charlie's great to deal with. So if you ever get a shot, definitely check out that shop. Great shop. I mean, my first store is always going to be Turbo Toys.
Turbo Toys.
But I've done business with Charlie for a long time. The only reason I'm not there probably every week is because it's like a 45-minute drive for me. So with, work and family and all that stuff, it's a little harder to get there. But
of course.
But yeah, definitely somewhere to check out. Yeah, it's I don't know. I can't, it's hard for me to pull the trigger on a $27 figure when I know I'm going to end up seeing it at Ross, or I'm going to see it,
You're going to play clearance chicken. Like the Krennic with the cloth, because there was 2 Krennics that came out for Andor. There was one with the freaking plastic cape, and then there was one with the cloth cape that was a Target exclusive. I'm like, I'm fucking playing clearance chicken on this because nobody fucking wants Krennic. Lo and behold, he went down to fucking $750, and I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
there's still a few of them.
He only got to $12.50 in my area, and I missed him because I was waiting for that $7.50 drop. But I did pick up the other guard guys.
I picked up. I was only able to get 2 of the guards. I paid $12.50 for one and $7.50 for the other. So.
Yeah, and Krennic came with he came with a cape, right? Didn't he come with he has a cloth cape?
Both. There's 2 versions. There's the retail release with the plastic cape, and then there's the Target exclusive one with the cloth cape.
Okay, the newer one is the one that comes with the cloth cape, right?
Well, no, they're both literally the same figure. It's just the retail one. What?
Are you talking about? There's a second one that came with the regular line of figures recently, because there was the original one that came out with not Andor, the Rogue One series.
No. There were 2 Andor Krennics.
Yeah.
one with a cloth, one with the Target exclusive was a cloth cape, and then there's the retail version that everybody else got with the plastic cape.
Okay, that's what I was asking. I didn't know they came out with one that had just a plastic cape, but it was the same.
Most
figure.
people didn't notice.
Okay.
Because
Well,
everybody thought.
I don't think most people rebought it, to be honest. They all knew it was going to be a peg warmer. And that's the thing, is like a lot of Star Wars figures come out and you know they're going to be peg warmers. You know they're going to be sitting there. You know, I mean, I feel like
that's if you really think about it.
Huh?
If you really think about it, outside of the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy and Clone Wars and Mando, I don't see people buying figures from Andor. Like, look at the entire fucking wave of Acolyte figures. People only bought them when they were on deep discount.
They're still like peg warming at like so many of my Walmarts.
They're like the Eternals of Star Wars.
It's literally the two girls and Lando. It like every Walmart I go to. And I'm just like, what are we doing here? And then they wonder why no one's buying Star Wars, because you keep the same crap on there and don't make room for the new stuff. And then when they do get the new stuff in, it's already out of the system, so they automatically clearance it.
Yeah.
By the way, Mysterio, is that it must be Baltazar, because he's yelling at me for going without him. You were in Texas, pal. I don't know what your YouTube name is, bud. But my name is Yef. Yes, that is a Darth Vader. Darth Vader from Obi-Wan. Good to see you, Yef. I was going to text you today. I totally forgot. I got sidetracked. But anyway,
I can't.
So we didn't.
For some reason, I can't see any of the chats.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see if. Let me see.
Like I have to look at the TV to see the chats.
I have to pay extra to get it to show.
Oh.
So it's only showing in like my control room, I guess, and it's showing on the stream. I don't know. It's different this time around. Whatever I did is different this time around.
Gotcha.
Because before I was able to see everything on both, and now I'm only seeing it on one. And I guess I could pull it up. But,
nah, it's all right. Well.
Anyway,
yeah,
so let Dan say what he was hoping to see down the line. We kind of went into our rants.
Tangent. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm hoping to see. Let's see. I mean, just honestly, just more Mando figures. That's what I've been collecting as of late. I'm hoping to see more of that. You know, with it, I had a thought. You know, when we were talking about the wired capes, who knows? I mean, I don't want to throw any ideas in their head. They probably already have this idea. They'll probably end up maybe doing like some Black Series, Maximum Series for some of these figures, just to give you that wired cape.
I would agree with that. I would totally agree with that. And I think it's
dude. They don't even sell enough figures to even think about doing a fucking Maximum Series for the Black Series.
I don't know. I feel like there's certain figures and characters that sell great, and then there's other ones like I don't know. I'm almost to a point where I wonder if they'd just be better off just doing online exclusives.
Well, here's the thing. Like again, when Glavis Ringworld came out, he was selling like hotcakes. When Mines of Mandalore came out, he was shelf warming, because it's like people aren't stupid. They're like, hey, we got a really great Mando figure here. Why do I need this piece of shit?
Exactly.
Mine were like sitting on the shelves for months. They had to clearance the fuck out of it.
Yeah. I only bought Mines of Mandalore just because I buy everything Mandalorian as far as Black Series goes.
Yeah, and I do too. I buy everything Mandalorian also. Matter of fact, I used to buy doubles of everything Mandalorian, and then I had to stop because it was getting too expensive. So again, that's the thing with Mando, and even I'm half tempted to even buy that Mafex Mando 2.0 that Danny got.
Yeah, it's up pre-order on BBTS now.
I saw.
Yeah, I wasn't even there when I got it. I had to get it off of Hobby Link.
Yeah, I don't know if it's sold out on Hobby Link or not.
It's like, for me, I so badly want so many core characters from the original trilogy, but I know, like, if they release Lobot, he's just going to be a peg warmer. Like, I know, I know there's no shot we're getting an ice cream maker man from Empire Strikes Back. I know there's no shot they're going to make a Black Series of him unless he comes into some Cloud City.
3-pack.
We haven't even gotten a Bespin security guard. We haven't even gotten Lobot. I mean, one thing I can give Mattel a lot of credit for with their Master Universe Origins line, they're trying to give us back all the figures they made from the original line. We are in what year of the Black Series, and we still don't have every figure released from the original line, which is what a lot of us nostalgic guys are looking for. Just me personally, if there's a new figure coming out that was part of the old, we don't even have half the skiff guards.
Dude, they literally just gave us Dash Rendar, which is like a fucking crime that they haven't given us one earlier. They put out Shizor before Rendar, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And would you guys not want a Shadows of the Empire Luke and Leia and Han?
I'd want it.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
I want that whole Shadows of the Empire line.
They need to make some more Force Unleashed figures other than just the Troopers and Starkiller. That's all they've given us so far.
I agree. Ellen, was that one?
I wouldn't mind a Force Unleashed Vader with effects.
Yeah. I know they're doing Lord Starkiller, which that's exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to him.
How much are they charging for him though?
Probably like $30.
Because he comes with all that stuff. I'm guessing like 45, 50.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, I could be wrong then. Maybe 34, but yeah, probably.
Well, isn't he supposed to? He's supposed to go up for pre-order next week.
February 4th.
Yeah. So definitely pre-ordering a few of him.
Yeah, definitely. Same here. No, go ahead.
Dan, do you collect the vintage
collection?
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Funny enough, I don't know if he's still there.
Sorry, I had to grab. I dropped something.
Oh, you're fine. So back in November, I had sworn off vintage collection, and then one day I'm just at the collector store, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna go back into this, and let's just say I went balls deep into it. I did not think that was gonna happen. So I've bought in so many vintage collection spaceships. What's it called? Figures. I have quite a few. I actually bought some today. I got the Clone Wars Darth Maul, Ahsoka Padawan from Clone Wars, Lieutenant Callahan from Ahsoka.
This wave.
Was that?
That's this wave, right?
No. I'm just saying in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna pick him up on Sunday, but I didn't grab him. And then the Mandalorian. I got a second Mandalorian Super Commando as an army builder.
Nice.
So as far as that wave go, the only one I've gotten is Padme from Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, the few times I've seen these, for some reason the Stranger's been one of the three that's been on there, but I haven't seen the Padme because I would get the Padme too. I was like I was saying the other day on the stream, there haven't been many that I've gotten of this, because for one, nearing almost $20 for these is ridiculous.
Yep.
This one has some cloth, but so did some of the original ones. So
right
with that, and then again, at least this one has 4 accessories plus cloth. Plus, I can't talk. Plus cloth goods. And again, I think we're getting him in Black Series, if I remember. I think I heard he's in Black Series incoming. But
who's that?
The Stranger from Acolyte.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I definitely want him.
Yeah. Listen, for whatever you want to say about Acolyte, and I will agree, it wasn't one of the best shows. He was one of the best parts of the show. So, everything from his helmet to who he was, just everything about him I loved. So, I had to get this one. And again, I don't buy many of these. Most of them I buy from RossCon, so. Yeah. And it's just because, again, I'd rather, I'm okay with spending $6 to $8, but when you go over that, I just can't justify it. At that point, I don't know. Maybe that's why I've fallen back in love with I mean, I've always wanted the retro collection since they started re-releasing in 1995. I've always wanted the retro collection to come back, but they're affordable and fun to collect, and I'm getting holes to my old collection and new figures at a decent price. Do they look as good at this? No. For me, they're more nostalgia. But my biggest problem with these, they haven't changed that much in the last 20 years to warrant them being almost $20. And the vehicles, like, you have to be rich to be able to afford the vehicles. I mean,
oh, for sure.
I'm not well to do, but I'm not poor by any means. And like, I can't justify blowing, $1,500 a year on a couple vehicles. Like, it's just
right.
It's mind blowing. And Star Wars makes great vehicles, but I mean, I was buying giant AT-ATs for $200, not 15 years ago. So I fear if they come out with a HasLab or a new one anytime soon, that it'll be $600 to $800. I mean, how much was the Ghost? $500-$600?
500,
yep.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 500, and I mean,
yeah,
plus tax, so it's like 550.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, and it was a huge ship. I mean, don't get me wrong, but if they released a new Falcon or something like that, it's got to easily be 4. I mean, everyone's like, oh, I want a Death Star. What do you think you're going to pay for a Death Star?
Oh yeah, mm-hmm.
Dude, that's like saying I want a USS Flag.
Yeah, I mean, and I still think something like a Death Star should be modular, where they release like 3 parts to it at a time, and you can build it as big as you want or as small as you want. But that's just me. But again, they've like priced people out of it. They wonder why kids don't play with toys anymore, because parents aren't going to buy their kids a $300 spaceship that they're going to break in 3 days.
Right.
Exactly.
Just not. It's just
that's why. That's why if you look at the statistics, it says
there is nothing. Like it's all the same. It's I'm sorry, but when you come out with these cheap figures and there's nothing to help push them along to the kids, yeah, it's hard to move them. It's hard to sell them. But again, every time they do, it's the same figures over and over and over and over again. But I'll tell you this much: every little kid I knew that was like friends with my kids, they all had a Mando or Grogu figure from that cheap line. Just saying.
Well, the thing is, if you look at there was an article, if you remember back, was it a couple of years ago, where they said the biggest customer for the toy industry is adult collectors.
Yeah, kidults.
We do. Yeah, we made about what? Like I think what they said was like half the market share, or even more than that.
I mean, listen, I have 2 young boys. I would love to try to get them into toys, but like, what is my youngest into? First he's into trains, now he's into the Titanic. Big giant ships. When he was in the trains, I can buy him trains all day long because they were $3 to $10.
That's right.
Okay, they weren't. I mean, sure, there's ones you can buy that are $800, but they're you're talking about model trains and stuff like that. But for like a toy train for my kid, it was $3 to $8. My oldest, he's all into like. Literally, as I've said it before, he didn't give 2 shits about Marvel. He hasn't really seen the movies or anything yet. But he started playing Marvel Rivals. Now he's trying to talk to me about Marvel characters like he knows better than I do. Okay. But still, at least the interest was there.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if I could, like, Baldazar's commenting, get him a flag. I would get him a flag if I could afford a flag. My kids would love a flag. I would love a flag. I'd be landing,
Shit, I would love a flag too.
But again, and as someone who's had a flag a few times in his lifetime, because I used to sell toys too, and I've had it as a collector when I was much younger, they're not an easy toy to play with. They fall apart pretty easily, if you try to play with them as a kid, at least. But I mean,
well, that's the thing. Like my daughter,
like I was. But
the funny thing is, my daughters are kind of like a bit of a mix, because it's like they're into dolls. But they're also into import figures like me, but mostly they're into games. Like Fortnite and Marvel Rivals and Roblox and all that other stuff.
I feel like those games are their roadmap to toys. But I'm sorry, like Fortnite, I feel like they did it like Hasbro did it well. You know what I'm saying? Like Fortnite, Hasbro's Fortnite, was it Hasbro that released the small figures and the big figures?
I think Hasbro and I think McFarlane did a couple.
Yeah, well, McFarlane did bigger ones, like because he always has to do bigger ones. Jazzwares, right? They did the first initial ones that were like 6 inch.
Right.
I mean, I have a bunch of them, but again, it's like at least they made something that parents could afford to buy for their kids. And I would always see kids trying to buy the smaller Fortnite figures. Now, again, kids don't buy them the way they used to. There's no guide on the back that tells them here's the other ones you could get, or hey, they want this one or that. And the other problem with video games is there's so many different skins. It could be a little hard, to get the exact one they want a lot of times.
They're more, but that's the thing. They're more interested in buying those skins than they are in the actual figures. Kids don't buy toys anymore. That's like for them, they're
like there's no like the media for them is the video games.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
It just to me, like kids, they're not seeing movies. Everything's disposable. I mean, watch them when they watch media. They watch YouTube, and it's like my kid wants something called a Milo and Stitch or something. It's not even. I don't know. It's Milo and something else. That they're Minecraft people, and they're just people like us doing voices for their Minecraft as they play Minecraft. They then do a whole stick over it, and they sell toys for it. And my kid wants them, and
they do. Like, remember Skibbity Toilet?
Yeah, they have a whole toy line. Did it do great? No, but it also came out a little past its prime. But again, that's
and then there's those two idiots that put out the Lanky box. Oh, you don't know how many Lanky boxes I bought for my kid.
Same. And then there was the Vlad and Nikki. They had their own.
Yeah,
toy. They had their own toy.
Oh, and then
and
you remember that other little? And you remember that other little fucker, Ryan?
Yep, he had his own Ryan Rolled toys, and those were around for a bit.
Yeah, now he's all grown up and a teenager.
The landscape I understand has been changing, but like charging more and more and more totally takes the kids out of it. It drives me nuts because it just takes the kids out of it. There's no way my father, if Star Wars figures were $12 instead of $3 when I was a kid, there was no way I would have had any. He would have been like, "You're out of your goddamn." Because I remember Thundercats being $8, like $6 to $8, depending on where you buy them. And it was, I could either buy 2 or 3 G.I. Joes or 1 Thundercat. And even He-Man was $4 to $6, depending on where you bought them at. So
my dad would give me shit for buying me a Transformer.
Well, yeah, that was the whole funny thing. The reason I didn't have a ton of Transformers as a kid, I had a lot, but I mainly got them for the holidays or my birthday. So, it was one of those things. It was like I could get a bunch of G.I. Joe figures or Star Wars figures because they were $3 a pop. But if I was asking for a Transformer, it was a lot harder to get than
I forget about it.
$10, $15 Transformer. Again, that's what I go back to because I lived that life. So I look at, if my kid came to me now and was like, "Dad, can I get this $25 Spider-Man?" I would say yes, only because I'd want him to be interested in that Spider-Man figure. Or I'd probably say, "Hey, I can get it from Crush for $10. So if you want it, I'll get you one." You know what I mean? Like, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, parents like us are just going to be like, "This thing's $28."
Like, fuck that.
I don't think so.
The funny thing is, I was at Target tonight, and I go to look at the Hypno. They had Hypno Hustler there. I was gonna pick it up, but I'm like, you know what? This thing's gonna be a fucking shelf warmer. I'm gonna continue to play clearance chicken on it. And it was $25 at Target. But then the interesting thing was, I saw the Andrew Garfield blue box Spider-Man, right? The re-release one, for that renewal line or whatever.
Yeah.
I scanned it on the app. It's $28, but at the store it's $25. And I'm like, So if I buy it in store, I literally save like $3 if I buy it. But obviously, I'm not going to buy it because, again, I already have 3 different versions of this thing. So it's like, I mean, it's nice for those who missed out on the originals, but again, it literally just comes with 2 whip hands. That's it.
Yeah.
No web, no nothing.
Because it was a hard figure to find and it was a high demand figure. So again, I get why they did it. At least they did it in a different box, slightly different colors, technically different accessories. So again, at least it gives you still that little bit of room of I either have the 3-pack, I have the retro card back, or I have this new boxed version. So at least it gives you something different. Even with the new Iron Man, the new Iron Man's a little different at least. And that's why a lot of people
Well, I don't know. It looks the same to me. I don't know.
I think
The
it's
Mark
slightly,
III?
from what I understand, I think it's slightly different.
Slightly what in paint? Because if it's just paint differences, I'm like,
You know how people are. Some
Like-
people will buy it
like-
just because it's in that box. I mean, dude,
nah.
I have a Venom pool right above me just because it's slightly different colored and in a box.
Well, Venom Pool is different because again, originally it came in a in a bath in a Build-A-Figure, right? And then they gave you the Build-A-Figure as a deluxe and made it a Target exclusive. So again, that was kind of like a limited time type deal type thing. And like I felt like, okay, that made sense. Yeah, sure, the paint's a little different, but for those who missed out on the bath or those who refused to buy all the other figures in the bath, this is their chance to buy it, and that makes sense. This Spider-Man, it's just like, okay, like you're still charging $28 for something that, you know, the previous release, the retro card one, had more accessories in it. Mind you, it was the whip hands and the head, but and again, if you really look back at it, the 3-pack was the what, $90, 90 something bucks, and again, it's literally $30 a figure, and it came with a bunch of accessories for each figure.
Hey guys, real quick, I just wanted to. I know Chris, this probably doesn't, or Papa Chris, I can't get it right. Dan, this probably doesn't really concern you much, but Dan Yoon just went on X and said that the pre-order for the Deadpool figure will be going up on Thursday. So I know.
Oh,
Yep.
no, this concerns him very much. You know what he's a bigger fan of?
Deadpool.
Fucking Deadpool.
Okay.
Yeah. Tattoo on
Dude,
the arm
tell
and
him-
everything. What?
Dude, tell him how many copies of New Mutants 98, the facsimile foil you have.
I think I like 3 copies of that one.
Do you have any? Do you have the original?
Yeah,
I don't remember if you ever
I bought
got
it
it.
graded. I bought it graded.
Oh,
I don't know
Yeah.
if Pete's still on here, but he could attest to this, and Pete has it graded and has a few copies of it. But I at one point had 12 copies of it when it first came out.
What? I mean,
I
I
sold
my
them all.
friend
For
made me a
$20,
what?
So I sold them all for $20 back in like the late 90s.
Damn.
Yeah,
My friend even made me a Deadpool diorama apartment.
well, $20
oh yeah, that.
for 20,
Yeah.
but $20 a piece.
Yeah, I have that. He
Dude.
even like
You
even
made the diorama.
he made me a diorama of his apartment. Yeah, it's like a unique one. It doesn't look like the one in the movie, but it has a little, you open the floorboard, and it's the cure to blindness.
That's
Dude,
awesome.
and dude, like our friend, like dude missed his calling when it comes to making dioramas. This guy's a fucking artist when it comes to this shit.
And
Like
it's all
it's
self-taught.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. All self-taught.
Like-
he's just like figures it. He just wings it every time. He's like, I'm just gonna wing it, and he does, and he gets it right every single time.
Every single time. Like, dude, he has this one diorama that he was building for like a Pokemon diorama that he
Still
built.
working on it. Yeah.
Still working on it, but like the progress he's made on it, shit looks amazing.
Yeah.
Do you ever go to Kane County, Dan?
No.
You don't go to Kane County Toy Show? Okay.
No.
Baltzar in the comments, if you could, what's the name of the guy who's always with Charlie, who makes all the diorama and the 3D printed stuff and whatnot? Because he's a local guy too, and he makes some great stuff, and definitely someone to check out. I know he's on Instagram. I'll see if Baltzar's still paying attention. Maybe he'll put up the name for me. I can't remember offhand what his name is, but he does really great stuff. So just someone to local in case you're interested. But yeah. But yeah, hit me up if you're ever interested in going to
yeah, I was planning on messaging you at some point and recommending a few places when I get a chance. Yeah.
Let me know. I don't want to keep, telling you everything live in case you don't want everyone to know where you're going to be or whatnot. But no, I just, if you're ever going to go to Kane or something, it'd be nice to meet up with you in person. But yeah, I feel like we've kept you well over the time that you had said. So I understand if you have to go, but love to have you stay on if you want to. It's totally up to you. I get it if you have other things you got to do, but, Kadri and I will go till forever if we can. So don't want to feel like we're keeping you, Dan, if you need to go.
I'll take off, but I definitely had a lot of fun, I should say.
Well, I'm sorry, we kind of do our normal. We get into tangents and we go off course very quickly. So I'm sorry we didn't really everything. We were talking about, but
no, it's
so open.
I've seen Kadri. I hear him go on tangents, but this was I was very into what he was saying, so that was interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing about Kadri. He goes into his tangents, but it always is worth it. So
yeah, definitely. So all right, guys, thanks for having me on.
Hey Dan, thanks so much. Man. I hope to have you back sometime soon. Thanks, man. Take care of yourself.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
All right, later. And then there were two.
Let's see if Baltzar's still on. I'll send him a link to the stream. Because he's always got some good topics to throw into, and you two always have your back and forth between. Let me see if I can message him real quick.
Can you guys see my Mando facing off with my Vader? Sort of.
Only like the tops of it. Only the tops of it.
Yeah.
How do I get to Baltazar? I don't know if you're. I'll try to message him on my phone. Let me just. I'm gonna try to message him because I don't have my phone connected to this. But let me see if I can get him here. Whoa, I'm getting a bunch of things. Oh, your buddy's live.
Which buddy?
Woodard.
Yeah, he can go fuck himself.
All right.
I hope he has 0 viewers.
Yeah. What the fuck? Why isn't it? Why? What the fuck?
Are we gonna do pickups tonight, or are we?
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Let me just see if I can.
I also want to talk about some of the. I also want to talk about the Mattel reveals.
Yeah, I actually have a video thing. I want to see if I can do that. Since it's just us now, I wanted to try see what I can do as far as bringing that stuff up on sharing a screen. Let me just message Balti real quick and let him know that I gave him a link if he wants to join on.
Funny thing is, I was meeting up with my friend who's kind of like my Balthazar, in a sense.
Yeah,
he helps me a lot, but he's like a huge fan of Kathleen Kennedy. He loves her. Me and him get into like heated debates about her. And I told him, like, hey, I'm going to be talking to... He's like, sometimes he watches live. And I'm like, hey, guess what? We're going to be talking about your favorite person tonight, huh? And he's like, oh, joy. So I was like, yeah, because he actually helped me... well, I know we're not going on our pickups tonight, but...
yeah, I mean, I don't have much. I've already shown it all. What did I do? Can you still see me?
Yeah, I can still see. See, okay. I got another. He got me another one of these on clearance. He found it on clearance for me, so now I can do. I wanted another one to put the other head on her. I also got a few comic book pickups. We could go over that in a bit once we.
Yeah, of course.
Once you figure out whatever shit you're figuring out.
You want to? Well, I'm trying to see if I can share my screen. Oh, there he is. Add him to the stage. Good evening,
What's
sir.
up?
What's happening? Are you?
Good evening,
you're-
world's greatest toy hunter.
Are you? Are you still in Texas?
Yeah.
Texas.
Yep. It's in Houston this
Out of
time.
the
So
cold. Out of the cold, my man.
no, well, it's like 30 degrees out here.
Yeah. Well, it's like -5 here, so.
Yeah.
Where's this Houston?
Houston.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, remember Superman 2 when Zod was like, "Where's this Houston?"
Yeah, I got you. I'm hip. I got you. Visual effects, edit mics. Why isn't it letting me? I'm trying
Hey,
to show.
Bolty, do you have this guy?
no.
I know your ass got some figure art Star Wars. I know you an import collector like me.
Not figure arts. The only imports I have of Star Wars are Mandalorian figures. Like Mando, Ahsoka.
Are you muted?
No, he's not. He shouldn't be. I can hear him.
I
Yeah.
can't hear him.
Let me check. I'm sorry. I'm messing with stuff. So mute mic, unmute
Oh,
mic.
there you go. Yeah, I can hear you, Brian, and I can hear you. I can hear
Yeah,
both of you.
Hear us? I don't think he can hear me either. I don't know what his deal is.
No, I can hear you, Brian, but I can't hear Bolty.
That's weird because it's showing he's all good.
Yeah, I could hear him. I can hear you.
Weird.
Uh,
I don't know what I did.
You
that's
broke
weird.
something, you asshole.
No, yeah, I only have Mafex Mandalorian figures.
Well, what is this play button?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. So now we got
It's the fucking play button. Apparently, I had to play the play button to hear him.
weird.
Yeah, I was saying I only have Mafex Mandalorian figures. So Ahsoka,
Ooh.
I've got like the 2.0 Mando with the satchel, Grogu, and then I have the shiny one.
Yeah, it seems everybody's buying both.
Yeah, the event exclusive one or whatever that came out. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, everybody seems to be buying both.
Oh, and Luke from the season 1 Mando.
Or was this? I thought it was season 2.
No, season 1 was. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Season 2. I always forget how season 1 ends. Yeah. Yeah, season 2.
Me too. Dude, it's been such a long time.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
Brian, the fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to show. I told you guys, bear with me. I'm trying to figure out stuff.
Oh.
And a lot of stuff
On
is
the
like,
fucking live?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Our 3 people watching us will have to just chill for a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's probably the 3 people watching us. It's us.
It's funny.
Let's see if it goes.
Oh, you can see the comments. Huh. I was the only one commenting anyway, so
Slides and
I can't see them.
Add from. Why is
I'm on my work iPad that they just gave me.
Yeah, you're on your phone, Caddy. I think that's why.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Share screen.
Yeah, I gotta get a. You know, I figure me working for a telecommunications company, I figure I would have access to a tablet, and I do. It's just my kids keep like they keep taking them to play stuff. Like I bought a Portal. Like my kid plays my Portal more than I do.
Mm.
Can you guys see what I'm doing right now?
Dude, there's like screen
my
real
window's
estate.
shrunk.
Yeah,
My
like
window's
super shrunk.
You're on the left side of my screen, and
I'm assuming you're sharing
the
something,
middle
but
of
it's
it is
not
all
showing.
like
I'm trying, but you can still see my face, right?
Yeah.
We can see your face. It's just very small.
Well, because I'm trying to share some stuff here. Just relax for a second.
Oh, okay. You're trying to share the screen, kind of like Teams or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I moved a bunch of stuff to where you can show it, but it's not letting me show it.
Hmm.
Now it's saying I got to do all this crap. It's like, of course, you can't figure out. Well, here, I'll
Well, it's probably because we got the bum bitch free version. So they're like, if you got the paid version, all you got to do is press a button to share.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, can you guys see what I'm sharing now?
Nope. All we see is a black screen.
That's weird. It's telling me I'm sharing it, but it's not.
I'm not crazy, right? I'm seeing a black screen.
Hold on. Oh, here's my. There we go.
There it is. Yay! Brian figured it out.
All right. So, yeah. So I take it you've seen this.
Day 1 buy for me.
When did this get announced?
This was announced last year, dude.
Really?
Yeah. They teased it. I'm sorry. They teased it last year. Like end of last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. So where did I see? Trying to remember who I saw. Unparalleled Universe. They have. Okay, so we're going to talk about this, right?
Okay, before everybody freaks the fuck out, these are the basic line.
Yes.
These are not the collector's line. All you morons who are sitting there bitching and complaining, it's the basic because they're following the WWE business model. They're going to go basic, elite, ultimate. But I'm guessing they're not going to call them that.
They actually don't look too bad.
No, and it makes sense. But
these are really, like $10, $15 figures.
I mean, you got,
and that's what I think.
You got elbows, knees,
no ab
thighs,
crunch,
obviously.
No, they are going to have thigh swivel apparently.
Oh wow. Well, from the cuts that you could see on this picture, like that Deathstroke doesn't look like it's got a thigh cut, but I don't know, it's kind of blurry. And then
a lot of the photos have been because they haven't actually showed them. They've just showed this poster, and everyone's going off the poster. The big thing that I'm talking about, though, is they're saying new legends rise, and like instantly, like Mr. Stevie and like even Dan.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
And Yoon, they were all going, "Oh, really, fool?"
Yeah, like Mr. Stevie put out a Legends of Already Risen bub.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, well played. I'm like, you know, the funny thing is the more I interact with him on Instagram, I could kind of see why you like him.
Yeah.
Because I've been following his Instagram, like after we had that big debate. I followed him on Instagram, and then he started doing this X-Men 97 thing where if you put unlock me in the comments, he'll DM you a
on there.
unreleased picture.
I saw.
So it's so I was like, okay, let me see what this guy sends me. So then like he sent some really cool pics, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I always miss it. I only got the one on Nathan, but
I got Nathan, Wolverine, and the wave 3.
Yeah, I only got the Nathan.
That Invincible looks so sick.
We all admit that we're excited for Invincible, correct?
Dude, I've been excited, dude. Like there's nothing to admit. The moment I fucking saw Conquest, I was like, yo, give me him.
Yeah, I mean,
like I'm just waiting for.
These are not. These aren't even like these are. They have specifically said these are raw. These are not how the final paint apps and all that's going to look. But I mean, these look great. I mean, the last
Conquest looks beautiful.
The last Invincible figures were so brutally terrible that
the Diamond Select stuff is. How do I put this nicely? They're shit.
Yeah.
But again,
really
it's
a nice way to put it. They're just that. They're shit.
It's just again, but you know what? Here's the thing. They might be shit, but compared to super shit, they're fucking masterpieces.
How you really feel, pal?
Listen, I will take every opportunity I can to throw jabs at Brian Flynn and super shit. I will take every opportunity. You see that bullshit he was trying to put with the Lion-O 3.0? I'm like, motherfucker, are you serious? I'm like, that's just a Lion-O without the glowing eyes. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
What did I do?
Like that.
Here we go.
What did you say? Another Lion-O?
Yeah, so he's doing a line. Oh, so you're a super shit shill, huh?
Charge it. Now you know, I'll tell you this. The only ones that I've opened were those glowy eye ones.
Oh my god, that is so terrible.
Well,
they are so terrible.
I wasn't like, oh my god. When I opened them, I was like, are they like? Is this the same as like their original ones? Like the
no.
And it's literally so I was like, oh man, maybe you know what? Maybe I'm kind of glad I didn't buy all of them.
No, you know what it is? They took the $35 Lion-O with the supposedly better articulation and literally gave him more accessories and the light up eye head.
Yeah.
That's it. That's literally it. That $65 Lion-O version 3.0 is literally that $35 Lion-O with the same accessories as the light up eyes one without the light up eyes. Head. Sounds like
oh no.
I'm like, how stupid do you fucking think we are?
Hey man, I could say the same thing about fucking McFarlane. So it's like
McFarlane don't even get me started. Like
it's like
that man is the king of gimmicks and reuse. Like I have such a love-hate relationship with him. But again, outside of Mofex, where else are you gonna get? Where else are you gonna get DC figures?
LPZ. I mean, yeah. I mean, right now, Mofex is my main
go-to.
DC Hush. I just like the Hush ones and a couple others.
Well, again,
I've gotten the InArt. I got the InArt. Was it Dark Knight or whatever?
Well, again, InArt's in its infancy, so it's like who knows how long they're gonna last. Again, they're officially licensed.
For the first couple of figures they've put out, they're bangers. And then Catwoman coming out, she looks amazing. Just on the pre-production samples that have been reviewed by a whole bunch of YouTubers. And then you got LPCZ with the two game figures, Batman and Deathstroke. Those have been like, I mean, everybody's
I'm staying away from them. I like again, it's like
and then you got the Hush versions that
the Gong Studios.
What is
it? Wait, the Hush. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Gong Studios for a second. No, the Hush ones, yeah. The LPCC Hush ones.
The Gongs are like the
Mesco style.
Mesco. I'm all right with it. I didn't order those. I was like, something about like cloth good. Like I don't really collect Mescos, you know.
No, I collect a few.
Yeah,
I collect a few.
I mean, I have some. I have some, but nah.
I'm not like hardcore with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to like their more plasticky, sculpted. Figures.
We're looking at the one shelf stand, one shelf full. You know, the funny thing is, and this is just goes to show you how much the fandom hates that Megatron. That fucking Optimus sold out quick, and apparently Megatron's still up.
Yep, Megatron is still up, and Optimus sold out almost instantly.
Yeah, I'm like,
well, why does everyone hate the Megatron so much? I mean, they're not going to remake him.
You know why? You know fucking why? Stop it. You know why?
Other than
you just said it.
Hand?
No, you just fucking said it. He doesn't transform into a gun. Nobody wants him.
I mean, if you're having to be aesthetic for the thing, I mean, look at the top of the tank, though. It basically looks like the gun. I mean,
understood. But again, me, like, I'm keeping him in robot mode, so I can accept the fact that he doesn't transform into a gun.
Dude,
but most people,
if someone who owns a complete, really good condition G1 Megatron, I can tell you this much: I'll never put him in robot mode for the shelf. He will always just be in gun mode. But as far as anything else that comes out, he's always going to be in robot mode. And if he
think about it,
Megatron in robot mode, he'd be in robot mode for the G1, but he looks nothing like him.
But think about it this way: like, if you bought the two masterpiece versions of Megatron, he essentially transforms into the gun, and that's probably going to be the best bet for you to get him outside of the masterpiece. And that masterpiece goes for a lot of money. And if they ever re-release him, or they redo him, or they do a 2.0, well, you best believe people are going to jump on it.
I don't collect Transformers, and the one I really enjoyed getting. I mean, I only wanted him with his like trailer and.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So it's like, again, people buy it, and like for me, like that mold of that Optimus mold, I'll probably get every version of it that comes out. Like I love the battle damage paint on it. It looks really good. And even that other one, that comic book one with him with the Megatron arm, I even pre-ordered that one, and he costs like $80.
I mean, you have to give it to Hasbro. At least they haven't shied away from making the figures that got destroyed. We literally got everyone who was on the shuttle to Earth.
Right.
Brawn, Ratchet, Ironhide, Prowl, all in their, shot up mode. Now we've got Megatron and Optimus coming. I mean, it's just like they're not shying away for anything. I'm hoping they give us Wheeljack and Windcharger in blown up mode as well. I mean, it's just fun to me. It's just fun. I mean,
and you know which one I don't have still, and I haven't been able to find them, and I don't understand why. Fucking Soundwave. Still haven't been able to find one. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Baltazar,
I found
I need help.
I found every other 86.
I know you got a list of people who want it, Balti, but you got 2 more to add to it.
I need to know what it looks like.
It comes with 2 tapes. It says 86 on it, like all the other 86.
Oh, okay. And it's okay.
Soundwave. I know everybody is like, oh, you say Soundwave. I mean, we all do it to you, so I'm sorry, but I haven't even.
I'll keep an eye out. I went to a Walmart today, and it didn't have anything interesting, but I'm pretty sure last time I was here, I'm trying to remember. That's when I found when I was looking for the with the J. Joe, what's his name, the exclusive one that we all thought it was like one of the higher figures. And what's his name?
Crystal Ball.
I forgot. Yeah, yeah, Crystal Ball. Like I found him the weekend or the week before, and then when I got the job here in Houston, I was like, all right, I'm gonna land. I'm gonna go to
his priorities. I'm gonna go toy shopping.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the nearest Walmart. I'm gonna have someone scan the QR, the barcode, and show me the list of what of all the Walmarts in the area that say a green number, a positive number, and then I'm gonna go, and hopefully they're not like in the back somewhere that they can't find. And sure enough, the place I went to had like 3 of them. So was like, sweet. It's like I was like maybe 20 minutes away from the airport. So
Yeah, like
but
I haven't
if you
like
have if you guys know if you have the UPC that I can have someone scan, um, their or Walmart has gone a little bit better, kind of like in the terms of like using like the My Device for Target,
Yeah.
where if you have them hit the Find Elsewhere or
They still
check
use
other stores, it actually displays it within the. I don't know what the parameters are, but you can scroll like down, like it might not pop up like in the. It might not, it doesn't. Targets will show you anything that has it available like within a certain parameter first, and
right.
then it's everything out of stock. Walmart's is just like whatever's closest, and then you just gotta scroll down, and then try and find one that has like a in stock availability. But you get to scroll down though.
Yeah,
Most of
I
the time they show it to you and they're like, okay, can you do this? And as you're scrolling down, you'll find some that'll say
yeah, I didn't
two
even
and
think to do that with like I've been giving them the DPCI at Target for Soundwave. I haven't thought to do that with the barcode at Walmart.
yeah.
And also, Brian,
Yeah.
why the fuck are you showing K-pop Demon Hunter hot toys? Why are we showing these abominations on the fucking screen? What?
Abominations. Hey, I like the show. I like the movie.
Yeah, well, that's
I'm
the
not gonna
thing.
buy these,
That's
but
what they feel
I know
like.
I know my kid's gonna want
That's why I
the
brought it
Listen,
up.
the doll ones from
You
Mattel
both
that they're
have
gonna make.
girls. You both have
listen,
girls.
I'm fucking pissed. This piece of shit movie got nominated over Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, which is far superior to this fucking piece of shit. Fuck them fucking hoes.
I haven't watched either one, so I tried watching K-pop Demon Hunters, and within 5 minutes, I was like, can't do it.
Nah,
Yeah,
dude, you gotta watch the entirety of Demon Slayer. It's such a great anime. It's like one of the again, I tell people all the time, great character development, very well written. It's like one of those shonen anime that like it doesn't get repetitive. It's it's probably one of the best modern anime. And honestly, that movie should have been nominated for a fucking Academy Award. Like, is it perfect? No, but it's 20 times better than this fucking piece of shit.
Simpsons did it. I don't know. I think these look pretty good from what little I saw of the movie. I think it looks pretty cool. I think these
unless
are
they got unless they got like soft jiggly
for like
titty mechanics.
$200 a pop. I really just get I'd rather just get the Barbie versions or the Mattel versions that they're gonna make.
These are not the Mattel, so we haven't seen anything from Mattel yet. These are only
Mattel Creations.
I saw something.
They already went out. They sold out already. It's like it's a set of 3 for like $200 something. It already sold the fuck out.
Yeah, but
like it's crazy.
I think Hasbro's gonna make them as well.
Oh God, could you imagine if they fucking made Marvel Legends style K-pop Demon Hunter figures? Jesus Christ, people would probably buy that shit too.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today
Anybody seen the goat figures? I haven't seen them. But I'm
what?
interested to see what they look like.
What is this?
Goat from the new movie Goat, which is like the Stefan Curry movie.
Oh, I guess he wants to try to beat Labubu.
Those actually look pretty cool.
Yeah, they look kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I would have liked to have something like this for like Zootopia, like
yeah, they really haven't done anything great for Zootopia, considering how much money those movies have made.
Minus
there's a really good 2-pack. I don't know what the scale is. It's
well, they came out with a pack when they did when they were trying to release like 3 packs of each of them. That's all I really remember.
Didn't Mafex do Zootopia figures, or was that Revoltech?
It was one of the two. It was a Revoltech. Okay, I knew one of them.
Yeah, but there's I forgot which company it is, but there's a new one. It's overseas that I saw someone review. It's like a 2-pack, and I don't know what the scale is, but it's really articulated, and you can.
Yeah, one
but
of the guys
it's pricey though.
In toy artography used to do photos with them all the time, and that was always a big.
But I mean, if I could get something that's like that articulates decently for like $13, like those, yeah, I would.
Hey, if you're gonna waste our time with that bullshit K-pop Demon Hunter shit, you might as well show us the He-Man movie figures.
I'm trying to find them, but
I can't wait for that.
This I literally I probably will end up getting two, so I can put the old head on one, because even the old head is nostalgic and fun. But I mean, I only need to at least find one. Do we even know our price point on this yet?
I think it's like $55.
Oof.
No, there's no way.
Yeah, because he's like twice the size as the other ones. He's Big Bird. I'm sure Stuffy will be the same.
What was it? How much was the those big predators? The assassin ones, or
the assassin ones were like, well, back in the day they were like 45. Now they're like almost 60.
So yeah, I can see like $60, maybe.
But
maybe
the thing is with the new He-Man movie figures, like the way they're doing them, literally puts Hasbro to shame. Like
who's
Mattel is literally is literally doing them, and again, it's obvious, right? Because they own the characters and everything. But that's the crazy part. The crazy part about them is it's gonna have it has the ball peg on the neck. It has like a double ball peg on the neck, double ball peg on the torso and the waist, double jointed everything, thigh swivel. And the craziest part, even He-Man apparently looks like he has like butterfly joints. And I'm like, okay. He's like, Jesus Christ. So it's like Hasbro, why can't you do this? And again, it all goes back to the comments where, oh, well, Disney tax. And Mattel owns the characters.
And, I mean, if you're not gonna start, shelling out money for new molds just because, yeah, you'll do it, and okay, we need to no longer use Buggy Cap. We need a better mold for this, and so you'll make incremental changes, maybe year by year, and before you know it, like none of the figures we get will have pins in it. And then you up the game of obviously your paints and stuff like that. But with the suits are always like, well, we still gotta charge more money. People's salaries need to be increased, especially the CEOs and the C-suites, right? So everybody has to get a bonus in that aspect. So, I mean, I work for a company that, the product hasn't really changed all that much. I mean, it still functions the same way, but when you put like a touchscreen or new firmware and software and stuff like that now, and then I'm hearing talks about them like monetizing certain features. Like if the customer wants this feature, like we'll charge them extra for it. And it's like, well, maybe that was something that was standard in the old software. You think they're gonna pay for the new ones? Like
new ones? No, they're not. You're gonna.
So let me just say that these right here, or at least the one he had put up earlier. Mm-hmm. It's like if how Hasbro does their G.I. Joe figures. This is what Mattel will do. Because this is their stuff, right? So, it's like that equivalent, right? It's not Hasbro doing Star Wars figures that they don't own, where they can't negotiate like the new tooling. It's actually been less tooling now, less articulation, less accessories for more price.
But then again, for the movie, for the movie figures, year, they're paying for likeness rights.
You want to keep producing these? Okay, well, we still need this amount of money that you know for the license, and it keeps going up. So now, like, what do you do to you're always going to want to cut costs. And the one way you do it is by less having less tools, less like oh no I don't think I've seen any new figures that have like the thigh swivel like at all. It's all like at the hip, it all like just kind of like turns in and out, and that's it, and it sucks.
No, Masterverse has done it. The
No,
only
I'm
people
talking about
that
Star Wars. I'm talking about
Star Wars, yeah, Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah, with
No, Star Wars, I've noticed that.
Yeah. Now these,
But here's my thing.
This, if if you were to put tactical gear and guns on them, I'd be like, oh, this is like G.I. Joe figures, Hasbro stuff.
Well, here's the thing with for example, like the Book of Boba Fett, right? The Boba Fett that they just put out, they added toe hinge as a new point of articulation, and I'm like, you took away thigh swivel, but you added toe hinge.
Exactly.
What's the fucking point? Like that's
Exactly.
the stupid. I would have rather you kept the thigh swivel. The other example, Blade, should have had actually that entire Deadpool and Wolverine wave, or at least brown suit Wolverine and Blade, for example, both should have had double ball pegs at the freaking torso and the waist. Blade has drop down hips, and I'm like, whoa, hold the fuck up. You guys do drop down hips terribly. I would rather you not do the drop down hips and give us at least the fucking inverted ab crunch along with the torso ball peg and call it a day. And you still would have been on budget.
Yeah.
Which to me makes no sense, because Wolverine is a figure that hunches down. Why are we only having the torso, like the upper torso hunching down? Like that makes no sense. And let's be honest, the fucking face sculpt, if you don't have them sunglasses on, woof. It's like, what the fuck?
I saw The Amazing's review of him.
Yeah, I saw it too. I talked to him about it.
The articulation was pretty surprising for a character that really wasn't on screen all that much. I mean, I don't know.
Well, again, you understand something. Like The Amazing's expertise is posing. Like, he poses figures in ways I'm like, how the fuck do you do that?
Why can't I get this to full?
And you know what else is a nice touch with his review too, which I thought was really awesome that he did? That he took some of the accessories from the Mezco blade and put it on the Marvel Legends.
Yep.
I was like, I'm like, you know what? That's a nice touch. What I would have also liked to have seen is if he had, I wonder if the jacket, put the jacket on. But again, he didn't have the jacket in the movie.
When he was doing that, I looked at mine. I'm like, like, all right, might have to do that, but.
And again, my hope is that Marvel.
I'll just wait for Mafex to fucking make them.
Oh, dude! If Mafex makes him, I'm fucking buying him day one.
Yeah.
I already pre-ordered the brown suit Wolverine and the other Wolverine too. Because the thing is, I had this one rule, right? I said that I would never buy any MCU figures from Mafex and just kick it strictly to like DC comic book. Last year, I broke that one rule with fucking the No Way Home Spider-Man figures.
These pages.
I have all of those. I just got the Tom Holland, the last one they made.
The integrated or the red and blue?
The integrated one.
Yeah, the red and blue.
Is it red and blue out?
Soon.
Yeah, so. That's probably the next one I'll see if I get it. I haven't bought anything other than the Burlington 2-pack of the what were they called? I have to look with the characters, but
Burlington 2-pack.
The Joes that were people were fighting in Burlington.
Oh, Steeler.
Yeah,
Was it Steeler?
Steeler, and I forgot what the other guy's name was.
Those are the 2-packs you found?
Yeah, hold on.
The Steeler?
Where did I leave that picture? That's weird.
I really wish I can get rid of the comments on this. It's kind of annoying.
What are you even doing?
I'm trying to bring up. You were talking about how you guys were talking about him, and I was trying to show his review. But
the Steel Core Commander and Twilight Guard 2-pack.
The Steel Corp one. Okay, yeah, I thought that's what you told me. Because I asked him, like, what 2-packs are you finding? And you were like, and I was like, oh, I never even got that pack. But how much was it?
I got
$12.99.
Jesus. Like you found you found that Star Wars, like that Stormtrooper and Rebel Trooper one at, was it TJ Maxx or Marshalls or something?
TJ Maxx.
Never even sniffed.
I never found those.
I looked at so many of those stores for those. Nothing.
I found one and it was like already open, kind of like it looked like it had been open, and I was like, well, I asked the lady, I'm gonna pay for it and I'm gonna open it here, and if it's missing something, can I return it? She's like, yes. I opened it up and yeah, everything was there. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll take it. just because, I mean, I didn't need another Stormtrooper or whatever, but for $10, like,
I think I have, of all my troop builders, I think I have more Tusken Raiders than anything else. Every time I find them cheap, I just buy them. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think I have mostly Stormtroopers, but I got the old. I mostly have the old ones.
Yeah.
The only ones I have from the new mold is the George Lucas and the 2 from the Force Unleashed 3-pack.
You never got any like what is it, the Revenant ones or what, Remnant Stormtroopers from like the Mando?
I got some.
No, I never got them because in my head I'm like, well, you know what? I have the other Stormtroopers. Do I really need these? And I kind of passed on them.
I bought a bunch of those, especially when they went on clearance.
Even though they were pretty much the brand new articulation and everything.
Like today, I saw that 3-pack, the Jedi Survivor Droid 3-pack. It's like $20 at Ross, and I found another, and then the Slaughter's Marauders, Sergeant Slaughter. There was like 5 of them at the Ross, and then
I was so worried about getting that just for that stupid Diddy bag.
Yeah, and then
Diddy bag.
And then there was like 2 of the retro Beachhead and a whole bunch of Stalkers at that one Ross that I just hit. And I was like, I went to Burlington hoping I could find more of that 12.99 2-pack, but there wasn't at least the one that was close by. And I didn't see anything there.
I gotta check my Burlington tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure they're not gonna have it because my Burlington sucks, man. It's like this year they didn't have nothing.
My closest Burlington, my closest one is in a mall, and I was like, man, there's no way they're gonna have any. I just went anyways, and sure enough, there's 2. The boxes were a little beat up, but I was like, yeah, whatever.
Well, I'm gonna check tomorrow.
This guy's shipping. He's already shipping. Mainly because I just got the Immortal Hulk version, but
yeah, I'm gonna wait on clearance for that one or deep discount.
I'm a sucker.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Ryan? You know what just went in stock in Entertainment Earth?
What?
The fucking Ant-Man and Wasp 2-pack.
It went on sale, or it's up for sale?
No. It went in stock.
Oh. Well, then it should be coming to Hasbro sometime soon. I ordered it as soon as it was up. When they put it up for reorder, it was like I was like probably the first person in the fucking door for that one.
Yeah.
And Baltimore
lately,
he's like, it's already shipping. I ordered it yesterday.
Lately for me, it's all those pre-orders I have for 5K toys. I don't know. I've gotten a whole bunch of like really interesting, cool looking figures. That
toys
from 5K toys.
Yeah, they kind of sell third party import stuff.
Do they have
That's where I got my daughter's Inuyasha figure, the third party one that they made.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Hopefully, they got the. I think the Amazing had the God of War Kratos from when he was not the last game, but before they made I forgot what the third party company made it, and then I think Bro Toys is also made the Ninja Gaiden, the Ryu
Right.
Hayabusa.
I believe so,
I got
yeah.
that one. Got that
You know
one
what else
coming, and then what's that?
You know what else? You know what else he did a review on too that was really good? The fucking RoboCop from Haya Toys.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah, so
has
that's the Kratos. That thing's pretty cool. It's got magnets
yeah,
on its
Oh.
back, so you can put the two
but yeah,
swords,
put
and
the
then
swords.
also has magnets on the arms, so you can put it comes with a chain that you could wrap around.
Did you watch his Storm Collectibles Sagat review?
Mm-mm.
Such a
No,
good
but
figure. I can't wait for that one.
yeah, I mean if the Jada Toys Sagat is really good, the
It
Storm ones are good. The Storm ones are, it's just yeah.
If I were to say, like, I feel like the Storm ones are slightly better than the Jada, just in articulation alone and sculpting detail. But again, the way that Jada did the Ultra Street Fighter 2, they kind of look more closer to the artwork and the sprites in the game. So you can't really knock them for that. The real comparison is going to come when they do the Alpha 3, when they do their Alpha 3 figures. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to be buying their Alpha 3 shit too. So it's like for me, Street Fighter figures, ever since I was traumatized by not picking up the fucking Soda Toys ones. So me, every opportunity I get, I'm picking up Street Fighter figures. Whether it's Figure Arts.
I used to love going into KB Toys and looking at those and be like, man, if I had the money, I would buy all these. And I never did because I wasn't.
No. Again, my KB Toys never even carried them, which is crazy to me. Like you see Legends, you see everything else in the sun.
Yeah.
But you didn't see any of the Soda stuff. Fucking Toy Whiz, or Scalper Whiz as I like to call them. In my local area had them, but they even back then they were calling them holy shit. Is that what I think I see? No fucking way.
Trick or Treat Studios.
Oh, never mind. They're not going to have any articulation. They're essentially statues. Never mind. Next.
Yes, but
you see their Killer Clowns from Outer Space figures? I'm like, what the fuck? These are not figures. These are statues.
Well, again, it's,
I'm telling you guys right now, the best horror figure I'm telling you that I ever picked up in the past 2-3 years is the Syndicate Collectibles Pumpkinhead figure. Like, hands down, one of the best figures. The articulation is pretty good on it. It's slightly limited. But the thing is, for a figure like that, you can understand, but the engineering they put into it, it's probably one of the best figures. And then they put out one of the most disappointing figures the year after, which was the Howling, the werewolf figure, which, in God's honest truth, I don't know for the fuck of me why these guys decided, oh, you know what, let's just put them in 1/12 scale. I'm like, dude, you literally did 1/10 scale for Pumpkinhead last year, and then you're going to do the Howling Werewolf in 1/12, which is literally, Marvel Legends are bigger than him, which is crazy. I'm like, what the fuck were you guys thinking? Like, why not keep it in the same scale? It's just like
budget,
budget, and
like oh, hey, 112 is a lot more popular than this other scale, and so on and so forth. And the amount of money that like it would take for like a company overseas to make, you're at the mercy of whatever they negotiate, and then like then you see the final
Well,
product, or like not final, but like first product, and you're like, oh,
but my
and bro,
point
and
is,
and,
there
and you're
shouldn't.
and you may be already in too deep, where like you paid them, a good sum of money, thinking, oh yeah, it's gonna look
Well,
like this, and you see it, and you're like, ooh,
well, here's my
and people are
thing.
gonna be like, hey man, send it, don't they're gonna do it
Well,
for
here's
this
my thing.
price, do it,
The licensing, the licensing between the Howling and Pumpkinhead, I'm pretty sure the cost between them is negligible. And the thing is, if that was the case, then
I'm not
why
talking about
why do you
licensing, man. I'm not talking about licensing. I'm talking about production costs.
production? Well, here's the thing. If so, then what's the difference between Pumpkinhead and the werewolf? Because the thing is, he's not as big as Pumpkinhead, but he's almost there. Like if you look at my comparison between the NECA and the Syndicate, they have no excuse.
Right, but you're talking about two different companies, right?
Yeah, but they're two different companies, but very similar
Right,
in those aspects.
but NECA has their repertoire, of figures, like their library of figures and tooling, like versus this. I don't even know who Syndicate is. Like, you're
Syndicate
not
used to
gonna.
be Soda Toys.
They used to what now?
Syndicate used to be Soda Toys,
Oh well, yeah, but how
or at
relevant?
least some of the guys. Well, some of the guys from
Right.
Soda
So that's
Toys.
what I'm saying. Like, NECA's NECA, man. You're they're gonna make something more to scale, and so on and so forth, than someone that's like,
But
hey,
again,
we're gonna
even if you
tackle
don't look at NECA,
this.
even if you don't look at NECA, please explain to me what's the difference of production cost between this Pumpkinhead and their Howling Werewolf.
I don't know, man.
Well, because it's like you're telling me it cost you that much to keep them in scale. I mean, come on, man. Like again, I'm pretty sure the production cost for the Howling, which he wouldn't be as tall as him, but in 1/12 scale, you're telling me that is going to cost them more?
I don't know, man. I don't even know. I don't remember what Pumpkinhead is. I don't watch fucking horror movies like that. Or
I'm
the
like,
Howling
dude,
on.
go look at the pictures of Pumpkinhead. Go look at the reviews for the Syndicate Collectibles Pumpkinhead. Even fucking Trick or Treat Studios did one. He was essentially a fucking statue. And it's like, you're telling me you couldn't keep within that size? Because he's not gonna be as tall as Pumpkinhead, but he's gonna be certainly because Pumpkinhead I think was about like 9-10 inches. The werewolf in like 1/10 scale would be anywhere between like 8.5. So he won't be as tall. So so the production cost will still be not as much as the Pumpkinhead. So I'm like, what's your excuse? Now, if you sit there and tell me, well,
up, man, holy shit,
huh?
You're getting all fired up about this.
I know.
Because I know my fucking figures. Like it's like to sit there and say, "Oh, NECA's NECA." No, dude, that's not how it works. My point is, it's like even if we don't put NECA in the conversation, your Pumpkinhead was almost 10 inches tall. The werewolf in 1/10 scale. You're telling me you couldn't put it in 1/10 scale?
Well, are they not allowed to because of other? I mean,
no. Listen, dude. The Howling is one of those like B movie films where, again, it has a cult following, but you don't see a lot of figures for it.
Let's go to NECA.
Yeah. So why would they even spend that much money on it? It was more
because
like
Howling because there's enough demand for it to where they would make the figures and it would sell well. My theory on it is
apparently
NECA made their 1/10.
not. apparently not, because they didn't produce a good enough product, and or have they done more of them, or characters of that movie,
Well,
or was that
again,
just the one?
no. So there's different. So the
That's what I'm
way
saying.
the
Like
Howling,
you
the way the
you really
werewolf,
want this one figure to be really good, but that's not
well, here's the thing.
in a business sense. That's not going to make me any money, man. I'm not going to put all my
No,
eggs in
in
this
a
one
sense it does,
figure.
because if you really think about it, because you've never watched The Howling, so you don't know nothing about it. So the way
Right.
the werewolf effect, the werewolves are designed, they're very similar. So it like they're all literally almost the same. So you could literally army build them and have your little town. Because at the end of the film, they put all the werewolves in the barn, and that's how they end up getting killed, because they end up setting them on fire, and there's a bunch of them. So you could essentially army build them, but the problem is the scale, and like the scale on it is literally Marvel Legends scale, and like it makes no sense, especially when you go back to Pumpkinhead, which is another cult classic, where he's actually in 1/10 scale. So it's like, so the other thing I'm thinking in my head is like, they saw that NECA was making theirs, and they're like, oh well, we could do the 112 and make all the Marvel Legends guys happy. Is the other thing I'm thinking, but again, to me that's stupid.
You know how when you see like renders or like stuff that like Mafex puts out on shows or whatever, and then usually they put like pending license approval or whatever, pending. That may also be it too, because it's like if someone's like, no.
I was under the assumption that if you don't own the rights and you're subleasing it, you couldn't make the same scale as somebody else. Does that not apply here?
Well, I didn't hear or see anything from Syndicate Collectibles mentioning that. I'm asking. So again,
I know you're getting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen any. I haven't seen like, you can have the license, but NECA's doing.
The reason why Mondo makes everything so big is because that's the only size they can do.
Yeah, exactly.
To use the license.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, as far as I know, from and I looked it up too. Everything I've seen or heard, there's no mention of that.
That's interesting, because typically whoever owns the master license determines what scale you can use.
Because here's the thing. Trick or Treat Studios did their action figure of Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
And Syndicate did theirs, and they're literally about the same size. The only difference is Syndicate had more points of articulation compared to the Trick or Treat Studios. Because if I remember correctly, the Trick or Treat Studios version can move the arms and the legs, but it has like no torso articulation or head articulation. So that's why I kind of call it a action figure.
The way I see it is like, I'm thinking, well, if I'm a company that wants to make action figures, and we have sculptors, we have preliminary designs. We have obviously in-house talent that can draw them up and figure out the articulation. Now I gotta figure out who can make them, right? And if obviously I'm gonna go to China or wherever these factories are that have the capability of doing the tooling, for me to say, hey, I want this one figure made. It's like they probably have like major contracts. These factories have probably major contracts with like Hasbro and Mattel and all these like other places. For them to be like, yeah, we're not even for one figure. No, we're not even gonna. We would charge you this much, and it's some crazy number. That's my assumption, right?
But my point is, if you're making that Pumpkinhead, you're gonna get charged that same crazy amount. It's but all of a sudden they're gonna wane off a Howling.
that's one of like maybe 10 figures that I'm like wanting these, this particular company to make, right? So like I have all these designs and I have the money and so on and so forth, right? I'm not basking on this one property, this one figure. I have a whole like category or a whole catalog of properties that I have acquired the license for, and so now I can obviously, if you can afford those licenses, you can more likely afford the companies to make them, to like for the tooling.
But that's my point. Now, the only other thing I could think of is that.
So who, like the Syndicate or whoever that studio, like, did they have a huge catalog of figures, like that they could make? Chances are that maybe that one Howling or that one figure maybe didn't have enough budget or or enough buy-in by whoever the money people are, and whatever if they had, or like it's like you said, like the licensing, like if someone else already has a license for it at one whatever scale, you can't make that. They have to shrink it down.
Well, again, from what I've seen, there isn't anything that specifically says, like, from everything I looked at. The only other thing I could think of is, oh, you know what, Pumpkinhead didn't sell well. Well, maybe they looked at feedback and people were like, oh, we don't want this in 110 scale. We want something closer to 112. And then they're like, oh, you know what? We should do this with the Howling Werewolf. Again, like, they probably saw that NECA was making it. That's the only things I could think of, unless there's something specific and they're not telling anyone.
Yeah,
in the contract.
Right, and so then you didn't get it as big as this other figure because, yeah, I mean, there's all these little situations, all the circumstances that could have affected it, and I mean,
it's just the thing about it is,
it's like my kid says, and when she was little, they used to tell her, and I don't know, in school, you get what you get, and you don't pitch a fit. So just be lucky you got something, man. Whether it's shitty or not, like, hey, at least we have some representation for that niche.
Thing is, I don't subscribe to that. Like, for me, like, I have a certain standard when it comes to figures. Like, when I do my top 10, these figures, like, for you to make my top 10, you have to blow me away. Like, when I looked at the NECA figure, I'm like, hey, it's nice, but it's not as articulated as I'd like. Then I look at the Syndicate, and I'm like, holy shit, this has a double pull ball peg at the torso and the waist. And I'm like, but fuck, he's tiny. It's like I can't even fudge him with the NECA one, because it's like, oh, look, I mean, maybe I could use him as a female werewolf figure. But I have to really seriously
you can put the NECA one in the background, towards the back, and then put the smaller one towards the front, and then
like I could say that's my D. Wallace Stone werewolf at the end, and the other one's like the main.
Hey, not all werewolves are built the same, right? So,
Well, that's what I'm saying, but it's like at the same time, it's like I really like. I felt spoiled by that Pumpkinhead figure that they first came out with, because the thing is, they like, and I think the Howling Werewolf is the second figure they put out so far in their line, because Syndicate hasn't been around for long.
Right. So that's unfortunately that's probably
that's the other thing.
That's probably what they gambled with that Pumpkinhead, probably made him the best Pumpkinhead there is, maybe, I don't know, who knows. And then when it didn't really sell, and they kind of, the numbers weren't
went
there
back
for
to
them.
the drawing board. Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
Oh man, that predator, that one on the right looks good right there, that picture.
Oh, the one from Prey. That's actually a really good figure. Like, I was shocked at how like NECA, when they make their Predator figures, they, like, especially their newer ones, they've come a very long way.
Yeah.
Like I used to remember they had so many problems with their Predator figures, especially with all the type of plastic they used on the elbow and knee joints, how they would break all the time and shit like that, and how loose they would come after many years.
Mm-hmm.
But they've gotten so much better. They've come a long way.
I mean, like, that one has a magnet. Like, you put the backpack on them, it's magnetized. Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I can't even get a word in with you guys. You guys are just going. You guys are giving a show. This is fun.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. Did we leave you out? Did you have something to say?
No, I'm loving this. I'm loving it.
Hey, when we see Marvel Legends on the screen, then you can talk. All right.
All right. Yeah. Exactly. You know what? But you know what?
I'm just. You know what? I am trying. Hey, first off, shout out to Dave. I doubt he's still here because it was a while ago. But Dave, Triple D, he was saying, hey, he was saying, "What's up, fellas?" Oh. So I didn't get a chance because you guys were heated for about 25 minutes, and I didn't want to interrupt. I tried to a couple times, but I was just like, "Hey, this is gold. Let's run with it."
Listen, when it comes to horror figures, like I will sit here and argue with you all day about them. I'm like,
it doesn't have to be arguing; it's just discussion. But like, you know who we should have on here, Baltasar, to talk about horror figures? Luke.
I swear to God, if you say okay,
Luke Crumley.
Yeah,
I was almost gonna
horror figures. He would be great to be talking about it all with. But
yeah. We're about a few months too late, but yeah, I mean,
oh, it doesn't matter. He knows. Dude is like,
but yeah,
all horror stuff, dude.
But that's the thing that Howling figure, I wanted it to be in my top 10 so much, but then it's like I look at it and it's like, and I look at the NECA one and I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, I like both of them, but
I remember your review being pretty popular amongst the people because you had.
Yeah, because again,
Jesus.
I try not to be a negative Nancy when it comes to my reviews, but the thing is, I have a very high standard.
Look, put the Ronin one up real quick.
Which one?
To the right.
The Samurai.
No,
you talking about
no. The collection right there on the turtles. The turtles.
Oh, the last Ronin.
Oh my God! Look at that. Can you imagine if you had all those already? Jesus.
The last Ronin?
No, just all those figures right there. The Eastman ones, the last Ronin.
And that's just those. The ones,
the comic whatever ones, and then the.
Aren't these the? Or no,
dude, I tried. I'm not gonna lie, I tried, but I couldn't. Like, I pretty much have almost every single last Ronin figure. I'm missing I think the kids is the one I'm missing, and the kids with April, I got that one. I'm talking about them when they're older. I don't even think they're out yet, but
I don't know.
For what I see,
I didn't realize that like the box art, you put them side by side and it becomes this like really cool mural.
Mural, yeah.
I'm a sucker for those, and
yeah, you are.
Yeah, and I did get the Casey Marie. I did get the Casey Marie on the bike though, because she was on sale at Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah.
So I kind of glad I waited on her.
That Alien, yeah, that's Alien.
Alien. The thing is, Alien, I only buy very sporadically. As much as I love Aliens, it's just like I kind of feel like
this has been their gold.
Yeah.
I mean,
was that those Halloween costumes?
New heads and adding new art. It's literally, and they're making like 3 or 4 different versions of each one. So if you want, if you want Dracula, you can get Dracula as a white kid, as a brown kid, or like black. I mean,
and they pump them out so fast, it's ridiculous.
But I mean, they're fun. They're fun. I only have one, and it's Pee Wee Herman to put with my Pee Wee's Playhouse because I thought it'd be funny to have him at the door. But
that's actually not a bad idea. I should have got that.
So, but yeah, I just I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna buy the Gremlin, but I'm like looking at these. I'm like, one day I'm looking at, I didn't know they made them at different colors, and I was like, well, this one's brown, this one's black, and this one's. I'm like, geez, how many do they have girl versions too? Do they have little tiny boobies? Like, what's the deal here? Like, I mean, not trying to be weird. I'm just saying, like, they're milking it for everything they can.
Dude, you just said boobies and milking it all in the same sentence, so you kind of just fucked yourself.
Oh my god, it was not like. I'm just saying, like, if they weren't supposed to be little kids, they could make little ones too.
Hi, Chris Hansen. He says, "Have a seat."
I was not meaning to be creepy. I was saying, like, if they could make girl versions, they would.
They probably would.
Is my
and
point.
You'd probably buy them just to be a completist.
Was not trying to be creepy. Now I feel.
I mean, I always assumed that the female characters were.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, if they could have made a Gene Simmons, like, as a girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, wearing the Gene Simmons costume or a Joker costume, they would have.
I mean,
girls.
I don't know any of these. I've seen them in stores, but I'm assuming it's like a base body that you could just like swap the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're all based, but because they're Ben Cooper, so it was always just a plastic thing over them.
Think of them as mini GI Joes, like the old school GI Joe figures where they had like the base body and all the clothing and stuff, and you just swap them out.
Yeah, you just swap out the head. And do a different print as far as the art goes. But again, I mean, to me, it's genius because they're pumping these out like left and right, and they're only like $22. They're like $20 to $22, which isn't terrible in today's market, at least.
That's how much they are.
Yeah, they're only 20 to 22, depending on where you go.
No, I would have wanted them to be cheaper.
Well,
because they're like this. They're like this big. So
they're still NECA. They're about these are 6 inches. They're about 5.5, I'd say, because they're not as short as you think.
You could always wait for RossCon.
I mean, I haven't seen any at RossCon. That's the funny part. That was kind of my thought.
They'll be there eventually.
Yeah, I don't have room as it is, so yeah, nope.
But yeah. As far as the Deadpool and Wolverine figures, I assume both of you ordered the entire wave. I know Brian did. Oh, you haven't?
No.
Shocking.
No, because when it's something big like that I know is going to hit the stores, I won't. Like I'll pre-order the deluxe one just because I don't think it's going to be as easy to find.
No.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
But all the rest of them, I'm just going to take my chances, and I'm sure I'll get them all at regular price if I have to overpay.
I think that X-23 looks good for me.
I mean, I like them all. I'm not going to complain, but
Cassandra Nova, I have a feeling she's going to be the peg warmer of the group.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh wow. Yeah, I should have got that Pee Wee Herman one. Huh. I did get the Pee Wee Herman though, the regular one.
Yeah. He's all right. They have a hard time with regular people. If they're aliens or, wearing like a mask or something, they do great. But when it comes to just regular humans, it's the same with like the Back to the Future figures. Some of them are great, and other ones like Marty are terrible. But he's kind of
they did good.
It's just
they did a great job. They did a great job with Elvira, though.
Yeah, like I said, some of them come out fine. Like Doc Brown, most of them are great.
Yeah, but Elvira is if you look at her, she's more like an animated human.
Well, that's how she's always looked.
Right, with all the makeup and stuff like that. Like it's, whereas if you're trying to make a regular human being, it's
She's always like very animated. But the thing is, like, again, like I like a lot of their video game stuff. Like their Alien versus Predator video game figures are like really great.
Why am I not? Sorry guys, I didn't realize I didn't put you all back yet. I'm still figuring all this out. Give me a break.
Okay. You can put us in timeout. It's fine.
Stop fighting, damn it!
I wasn't fighting. I'm just loud.
No, you're just passionate. That's how I put it.
I'm just naturally loud. That's in my DNA. Egyptians are very loud.
You say Egyptian, I say potato. Let's call the whole thing off. Yeah. Anyway,
tomato.
We definitely fell off the Star Wars rant after Dan left, but it's still been an interesting bunch of topics and fun.
Well, the idea was that we did
her Mando and Grogu movie. That's for sure.
I mean,
everybody's gonna buy that damn Grogu figure.
That the merchandise hits hard. I'm really hoping everybody goes out and sees it and that it does well, because it's only going to be helpful to the brand if it does. If it bombs, I worry hardcore if it bombs.
Nah, I think there's plenty. I mean, I was a casual Star Wars guy until I started watching that show, and that's.
I remember trying to be like, oh no, but dude, Star Wars, and you're like, I don't want another line to collect, and then all of a sudden Mandalorian came out, you're like, hey, did you see that new Mando figure? And all of a sudden you were with me trying to find all the different figures and stuff.
Yeah, I'm still kicking myself for not buying all the white boxes.
You mean the first edition?
Yeah, the first editions.
Or the silver ones or whatever. The white ones were easy to find too.
But at the time I wasn't collecting, so yeah. I remember stumbling. I was in like Shreveport, Louisiana, somewhere, and
it was the first time I saw
Gulfport. And I was just. I remember this Walmart that I think they were gonna go on sale on that Friday because it was like I don't know what it was, but it was like Thursday, and I was like, "Oh man, he's already out. I wonder if I can buy him." And went up to the register, trying to check out, and it's like, "Nope, it's register locked."
Street dated.
Yeah, it was register locked and street dated. So I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Well, until Friday." So I was like, "Well, I'm leaving Thursday, so I'm not gonna be coming back for these." And I was like, I regret that. Obviously, I could have stayed, but it's like
the white ones, do the white boxes still go for money?
I don't know, but at one point they did.
Yeah, at the time, because everybody was all batshit crazy about carbonized, and I remember I sold my carbonized Mando for like $60, and then they started.
Dude, I missed out on him. He was a Target exclusive. I missed out on him completely, and then they re-released him. Then I was able to get one.
It was the first time I saw a line for people to waiting to get in to get toys, probably since the early 2000s.
Yeah.
No, not really, because when the Star Wars sequel trilogy figures were coming out, people were lining up at Toys R Us and buying me.
I didn't see the lines because I was working and I was getting in and taking what I needed before anybody else got in.
Oh, the one per cases are gone. I wonder who took it.
Don't worry, I got stuck with a lot of Zuvios.
I think a lot of people did. I found it ironic that Phasma was like the badass of the film and everybody wanted her. And then by the time they watched the movie,
she was the hottest figure of the line. And then as soon as people saw the movie, she just was everywhere and no one gave a shit.
Yeah. It's like, especially, and it got even worse during Last Jedi. Because it's like after they saw her in Last Jedi, they're like, yo, that bitch got Boba Fetted early.
Yep.
So it's like, I'm like, yeah.
Battle damage version of her and stuff like that. At least they made the most out of it. I don't know. But yeah, she was a hot piece for a minute. I was getting like triple money for her at first. Because like I said.
And the funny thing.
Targets before anybody else was getting into them. And I was just putting everything off to the side. And then once they opened, I came back and I just went to where I put them and grabbed them all. And that was it.
But the funny thing is, like, even though like Boba Fett, like the way they did him dirty in Return of the Jedi, it's like he still had staying power. And it's like, I thought, okay, yeah, they Boba Fetted her in the second film. I figure she's gonna linger and be, but again, it's just like, for some reason, like, she didn't have that like staying power that she had. And the funny thing is, Gwendolyn Christie, who plays her, also played another significant character in a TV show, which she was Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah.
In Game of Thrones. So it's like, what the fuck?
Have you guys watched that new Knights of the whatever?
Night of the Seven Kingdom? No, I haven't watched it yet.
It's a little weird.
It's what?
It's a little weird and a little slow.
Yeah, I'm just waiting till all the episodes come out, and then I'm going to watch it.
Yeah,
so.
Same. I like to binge watch. Like, I do not like the week.
Yeah, the weekly thing. Me too. I hate that shit.
It keeps it in conversation longer, so I get it. But I'm like you guys. I want to just be able to sit down and keep watching. But
so,
I don't really more than an hour and a half, 2 hours, anyways. Doesn't really matter. But anyway, we're almost at 3 hours.
Well,
here.
I do have
down and has to work
I do have one final question for you guys concerning the He-Man movie. Have you guys watched? Well, two questions. Have you watched the trailer?
Yes.
And then the second question is, are you going to buy the toys before the movie comes out, or are you going to wait and watch the film, then buy the toys?
I don't really like how the Masterverse figures look. They're a little bit smaller. I guess Ace from Ramen Toys was one of the first one to post up pictures and was saying these are the Masterverse versions. They are not. They're actually a little smaller than the Masterverse ones. So I'm going to see if they do like an Origins version style of them. I probably will. But as far as the Masterverse line goes, or whatever's close to it, probably not. Even Masterverse, they're so random of how they get distributed. It's very, if I see them, great. If not, and with Masterverse, most of them I find at discount anyway. So it's like I was playing clearance chicken on a bunch of them at Target, and then they went on clearance, and I missed them all. So, and the only ones they had were the ones I already had that I'd gotten on clearance. So it's one of those things. Like is more of my main. Like if I find Masterverse Blade or from the original movie or any of those ones from the original movies, I'll pick them up. But
yeah, good luck finding him. I could, like, he sold out almost immediately on Big Bad Toy Store. I haven't found him anywhere.
You can't find He-Man. You can't find Skeletor. You can't find Evil Lynn. Everyone says the Evil Lynn looks terrible. I thought she looked great, but
I was able to get her. Nobody really wanted her.
I did. I never saw her, but again, it's all like that same old distribution crap, and that's what worries me about them having DC. Like, are they going to be like wrestlers and they're fairly easy to find, or are they going to be like fucking He-Man and it's hit or miss? I
have a feeling they're going to be like wrestling. Like, I feel like they're gonna follow that WWE business model to the T. You're gonna see.
It already looks like
you're gonna.
Right.
You're gonna get your basic kid line, and then you're gonna get your collector's lines with the mid tier and the ultimate.
And it makes sense. It makes sense because it makes them affordable, and it also gives collectors a chance to get what they want.
My only thing with them is I just hope they don't do chases, because the way they do chases it drives me crazier than McFarlane.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
So we'll see.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited for the movie. I think the movie looks fun. I think it looks a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too. I just hope, like, the trailer. I just hope that like, you know how you watch some movies and the trailer's better than the movie. I'm like, yeah, I just hope that isn't the case. Like I even saw Supergirl, and I was like, please, Lord, don't let the trailer be better than the movie. But
did you guys,
Supergirl looks promising.
There was a supposed leaked trailer for Brand New Day, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Did you guys see anything about it?
I heard about that, but I didn't really see anything.
Because I saw it, and I screenshotted one of the villains. Would you guys be interested in seeing it?
Yes.
Balti?
But is it going to take you 50 million years? Is it going to take you 50 fucking million years?
If it's...
Okay, here's the thing. Before we show it, spoiler alert. If you motherfuckers don't want to see this picture...
I don't even know if it's real.
Well, take it all with... Listen, I got to do the disclosures first, motherfucker. Hold on.
All right.
This might be a spoiler. Take it with a grain of salt. Okay, now you can show it.
Direct your hate to Brian.
2.
Yes, 1. Direct your hate to Brian.
Who does that look like to you?
Scorpion?
Fuck, it looks like Scorpion, yeah.
It looks like Scorpion with a mix of like the Green Goblin colors. Like the very armor-plated.
Yeah.
I don't really see it though. You know, it's like it's hard to tell if there's a tail. It's a very quick shot in the trailer, towards the end of the trailer.
Could also be Beetle.
Huh?
Could also be Beetle.
It could be. I don't know.
Because remember, they're like remember Michael Keaton's daughter in Homecoming?
Yeah.
Remember how she was rumored, like a lot of folks rumored her to be like
well, they talk
the Beetle.
It wasn't Michael Keaton, but there's a character saying the spider made me lose 5 years of my life. And you see Spider-Man, there's a bunch of stuff with the Punisher. There's like a scene where he's talking to Bruce Banner, and Banner seems to know who he is. And, you know, the whole thing is like nobody's supposed to know who he is. They just know they know Spider-Man's out there, but they don't know who he is anymore. But like,
right.
But a lot of like the CGI, they show a lot of him swinging around and doing like really acrobatic type things while swinging around. And a lot of it looked very choppy CGI. Like it was definitely like someone got a hold of it early and leaked it. And so that's why I took the screenshot, because I figured, you know.
You think they'll show it during Super Bowl?
Absolutely. I have a feeling that's what it's for. And that they're just working out all the kinks in it.
Wait, it comes out this year, right?
Yeah, it comes out in May, I believe, doesn't it? May or June?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was July.
All right. Well, it's somewhere in the summer months. I know that much.
Yeah.
Hold on. You know what? Let's look it up.
We have so much coming out this year. It's just sick. Wonder Man, Daredevil 2, X-Men.
Wonder Man, in my opinion, Wonder Man's going to be shit.
I hope you're wrong.
Well, you hope I'm wrong, but you know I'm going to be right in the end.
Like I said,
you're going to come back to me in.
Like I said, I hope you're wrong. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm hoping you're wrong. Because I want them to succeed. I want them to do well. Who was it? I forgot who it was that created Wonder Man.
And just as I thought. Release date, July 31st, 2026. So it's pretty much going to be a month after Supergirl. So that's pretty much going to destroy it. And then I forgot this fucking asshole is going to be directing it. The Daniel Cretton. The same director of Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. Yay!
I like Shang-Chi up until the end. I just didn't like the end with the dragon stuff. I thought it was a little hokey.
Should have been fucking Fing Fang Foom, but no.
Yeah, I don't know why they missed that opportunity.
Should have been fucking Fing Fang Foom, but no. It's just some other mystical dragon. You know, as soon as I saw that shit, you know what I thought? I'm like, oh, that's where the budget for Mushu went. It's I'm like, if Mulan was Panda,
the unused version of Mushu.
Like if Mulan was Panda Express, was a Panda Express kung fu movie, then fucking Shang-Chi would have to be like the next rung down on franchise Chinese food type martial arts films. Which I don't even know what yo, you know what it is? Fucking P.F. Chang's. Slightly better, but still shit.
What, Panda Express and then PF Chang's? Is that what you're saying? I think it's the
Well,
opposite.
no, or the opposite. Yeah. Sorry. So, like, Mulan sucked.
Gonna be here till midnight.
Well, it is 8 minutes until midnight on my end.
Well, yes. Anyway.
Oh, we forgot to do our pickups.
I mean, most of mine I've already video logged. You want to show what else you've gotten?
Well, I'll just show you my.
Whoa! What happened to it? Oh, I guess I removed you for a second. Hold on.
Did you remove me?
I removed you from the stage. We're still in the waiting room. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing yet. It's my second time doing this. Give me a break. Oh, that's why I couldn't tell what your thing was saying. Because in the thing when I'm seeing it, when you're not full screen, it just says hello, my name is F in like a couple. It didn't say the. Now
hey, should I do it in a way to make fun of you? Be like, hi, my name is Brian from Make Mine Marvel Legends. Look at my Wednesday comic book hauls. No, I'm just kidding. I love your comic book hauls, by the way.
Excited about what you
got. So this is what Civil War #6, the foil facsimile reprint.
First off, let me give you some help here, pal. First off, you have to throw your hand in front and you have to like give a "What's up, everybody?"
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. Okay. Is there a play button in front of you? Press the play button. That's how you can hear me.
Yeah. You have to press the play button if you see a play button in front of you. Can you hear me, Balti?
I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. There should be a play button on your thing somewhere that you'll be able to hear him. I don't know. I hear everybody fine, but he had this problem happen for him too. I hope this isn't happening on the live.
No idea.
Maybe you should just put us back on the three-way.
Join the chat.
Can you hear him
now? I don't
now?
see a play button at all.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there's no play button on my screen.
Oh, that's weird.
Well,
can you?
No.
No, you can't hear me? Hello? No?
That's weird.
That's weird. It was fine before.
I mean, you can. If I don't hear him,
I have to play. Hold on.
You can show.
Okay,
stuff.
can you? Does it work? Is it working now? No. Okay. Well, I'll just continue showing. All right. So, Civil War #6, the foil reprint. So I got. How many issues was this? 12.
It's good. It's good. It's good stuff.
You look just like him too.
Yeah. Good. All right, so I got the foil Psylocke Ninja cover.
Man, you have a lot of chromies, huh?
Oh, I'm not done yet. So
that's what you should call your comic book Wednesday pickups. You should call it me and my chromies.
Chromie for my homie.
Chromies for my
funny
homie.
thing is, I got another. So this was those blind bag Batman #1 covers.
Cool.
I got another. So there was one. There was one there randomly by that was left at my comic shop. I just picked it up. I'm like thinking, hey, maybe I might get the gold Jim Lee cover. Turns out I got a Jim Lee cover, but not the one I wanted. But still, it's a double.
I didn't even find those bags at any of mine.
And then remember those TCG Stormbreaker card covers I was telling you about?
Yeah.
And I showed you the Wolverine one. So I got a few more. I got the Inglorious X-Force #1 cover. The fuck are you showing? What is that? That looks like are you holding a penis?
Is that a Cable, right?
Yeah, well, this cover is Cable, but he looks like he's holding a penis. Or is that Dupe?
I'm holding a dupe.
Oh, well, the way you're holding it looks like a penis.
I just took
Inglorious. Can you stop? Can I finish? Can I finish
right.
without you distracting me?
Okay.
Inglorious X-Force #1 with the comic card cover.
Damn it, I didn't find that one.
And then I got a Rouge,
That's a cool
the
robe.
TCG cover.
I got the Scotty Young one.
Yeah, and then Psylocke Ninja. I got the TCG variant cover.
Aren't you happy I told you about those during the last stream?
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, no, the thing is, I knew about them before you told me. Because that I saw an article on them while I was looking for something on the internet. Also, the Absolute Batman Annual #1 chrome cover looks really nice. And then an oldie but a goodie foil reprint of The Death of Superman.
Cool
No
cover,
baggy,
yeah.
but still. Yeah, it's a cool cover. And then last but not least, I got TMNT Power Rangers 3 #4.
Huh.
So, yeah. And what do I have in here? Hold on. What do I have in here? Did I show these already?
The Ultimate
Oh, yeah,
Wolverine
I think.
you got?
That's the one I found.
You're muffled.
I'm muffled. Oh, how do I sound out?
You're fine. Now you're fine.
And then I got this Null cover.
Nice.
And then I got the other side of the X-Men that you actually did tell me about.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah, one is just
pretty much it.
The other one's uncanny. Can you, Balti? Can you still not hear him?
Yeah, no, I can't hear him.
Okay.
So
He's yelling
and
at me with a penis. He thinks Dupe is a penis.
well,
Yep. With the
no,
penis.
the way you were holding it, like I couldn't see Dupe. It looked like now I see Dupe. Before it looked like you were holding a penis. I don't know. You were saying we're.
I'm supposed to get the Mighty Toys Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Raphael and Leonardo from 5K Toys.
How are those?
So,
like, I heard mixed things about them. Some people say they're probably the best Ninja Turtles any company's ever made, and then I heard other people say they fucking suck. So, I don't know.
Yeah, he can't.
Like I said, oh shit, he can't hear me.
Okay, hear you, sir.
I can't hear you, sir.
Okay, I guess now we can end the stream.
We'll end it on this awesome photo. This awesome grainy photo that looked like it was taken on a but yeah.
I mean, what would his design be like?
I mean,
you know?
If this is Scorpion, I could see it being Scorpion. It wouldn't be much. I mean, if you took Scorpion and put him in real life, his armor would probably look pretty similar to that, wouldn't you think? I mean, it's the yellow eyes, the yellow goggle eyes that kind of say it to me, but
again, it could also be Beetle. It all depends on what the backpack
but
looks like.
Why not put him in a spandex suit? Just have this really big muscular guy. And it's
it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Honestly, like it has to be a mechanical suit. Like it would not work.
Did you get this guy?
Who was that? Yeah, I did get him.
I have to get him and
what?
Actually, he's on sale on Amazon right now.
What is with the arrows? Why are they all attached like this?
That's it. They've used that. They've used that. They've always used that.
What?
Every Archer figure, they've always used that.
This?
Yes.
I've never seen this before in any Marvel Legends figure. Not like this. Am I supposed to clip these out, or am I supposed to fold them together and shove them in the backpack? Because I've never seen this before. It's always been Hawkeye with the one that already sticks, and then sometimes you can attach the single one. Like
I believe they also use them for the Kate Bishop figures.
No, not that I've seen. I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to fold it. I don't want to break it, so I'm just going to leave it alone. But they're like all different sizes, and I don't know what the hell. It doesn't fit in his thing, so I'm like, is he supposed to be shooting 5 at once? Like, what the fuck is the deal here? I don't know.
No,
have
they're
you looked
supposed
at
to.
a review?
I probably will have to because I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with it. I've never seen that
Well,
before.
they're supposed to go in his.
me
They're
either.
supposed to go in his thing,
Kind of odd.
in his backpack. They're supposed to. I have them in there now.
Like this? Where they're all attached?
Yeah. Hold on.
Maybe you get a weird sample. It's like someone forgot to cut them, and then they're like, here.
Hold on.
You get a lazy packager version.
I mean, I like the figure. I like that his mouth moves. It's kind of cool. His head and neck, there's good articulation and like a lot of range. Like I wish they did this with more figures like this. It's actually really cool. Now I don't feel as bad about paying as much as I did for it.
You poor fool.
You to get him and Mary Jane.
Fool. You poor fool.
Good wolf. I'm a man wolf. If they just gave him butterfly joints, he'd be perfect.
Oh, actually, I did fold them. Look. Oh, hold on. Let me move Mando out the way.
Did his come like that already?
Yeah, you folded them up and shoved them in there.
Yeah, I folded them up and shoved them in there.
You shoved them in a shovel. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. It feels weird.
Yeah, you know where you're supposed to shove it, buddy. You know where the hole is. Come on.
Hey now. All right, well, boys, this has been fun. I'm gonna go collapse. And
have at it, sir.
Alti, thanks for jumping back on. Special thanks to our guy Daniel, who probably won't rewatch all of this to go back and watch and hear my thank you. But thank you to Daniel for jumping on and talking Star Wars with us. Balti, thank you for having a nice debate with Kadri, and that was actually a lot of fun. I kind of enjoyed that. I'm not gonna lie.
Kind of felt like C-SPAN, but a lot more fun. You remember C-SPAN, right?
You mean the channel that I never watched? Yes.
Dude, I used to watch that all the time, man.
Yeah, no, not so much.
Well, I guess because I was such an argumentative person, I just enjoyed watching other people argue all the time.
You don't say!
Well,
anyway. I'm delusional now. So, again, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. For those of you who might watch us on the rewatch, hope you enjoyed the show. We will look forward to seeing you again next week. When we have a topic for you, we will post it up online. So, thank you all for joining us. And until next time, happy hunting and make mine Marvel Legends. For Brian, Kadri, and Baltazar, have a good night, y'all. May the Force be with you.
Later. May the Force be with you all. Later.
Bye, y'all. Now I gotta figure out how to do this.